before we start, I'm just going to quickly check that the stream has audio, because you know how it is. Before we start, I'm just going to quickly check that the stream has audio, because you know how. Yep, we have audio.
Well, I can hear the echo, so definitely audio. Oh, I cannot.
The music is a little quiet though, so I might turn that up.
Oh wow.
Ah, loud. You thought it was loud.
That was very loud.
What was very loud?
The music. I just joined in and Fred Boat was a 100% volume and just blasting that into my ears.
Never put that high. 30% at max.
Well, it needed to be that high last time, I think.
For you, maybe. For me, never.
I always put it at like 20%
I guess we're
or
not
less.
on the same. I guess we're not on the same boat. Okay.
Apparently, if I lower Fred Boat's volume below 8%, it just stops. You know, it just mutes itself, or effectively mutes it for me.
Oh, I can still
Weird.
hear it, but maybe I just have good headphones. Yeah, which is funny because I bought these headphones accidentally. Like, I didn't realize they were USB headphones at first. And by the time I did, the box was shredded.
Here's a dumb question. Do I have access to Leomon, or is that a different advancement?
Side evolution was a different
would-
advancement.
You would have to first slide evolve or whatever.
Okay, so it'd be like a separate advancement or whatever.
Yeah, it's
Or, like,
yeah, it
even
is.
just, like, different scene.
It should be in your thingy.
It's in the level 4. Level 4 advancements unlock an alternate Digivolution. Here I'm clicking it right now for you on your sheet.
Okay, so I think we have everybody here, so shall we kick
Yeah,
things
everyone's
off?
here. Sure.
Cool. So we'll do a previously. So previously, you guys got ambushed by Dramojimon, Mojimon, and Impmon, who thought you were the human, or associated with the human that attacked their town. It was Wire Town, a treetop like utopia for Digimon, and those three were the only survivors because they happened to be out of the city at the time. And only saw the people leave as the city was in ruins. You have quickly convinced, well, I wouldn't say quickly, you eventually convinced them that you weren't associated with them and that you'd try and help them in any way you could. You figured out that Ogamon and his gang were en route to a nearby city, which was called Motherboard Town. It was like a mechanical-based town with lots of Hagurumon in it.
I think it was like Motherboard City, but
Motherboard City, yeah, that makes more sense. And we had a bit of a conflict because Zachary wanted to go straight away and save everybody, but everybody else thought it'd be better to sleep because, you know, you're all children and sleep is good. You woke up in the morning, got Dramojimon to fast track you there, and the city was already under attack, which caused some tension between Zachary and the rest of the group, mainly Taisto, I believe. The city was under attack by not only Ogamon, but an Meramon as well, who was burning up the town, as well as his Shamamon troop and a Stingmon flying above, who was sniping everybody. Mojimon unfortunately got killed by the Stingmon before Zachary had his first Digivolution with Cutemon. Cutemon turned into Unimon for the first time, and blew Stingmon away, got Ogremon to retreat, and took care of Meramon. So basically, when we left off, we also had a small snippet where we saw Impmon colluding with Ogremon off screen, telling him where Leomon was, in return for getting a share of the bits that they're collecting. And then we ended the session. So we'll start today's session with sorry. When we got to the town and you rescued it was early morning, right? So it's like the middle of the day right now after you've just saved the town and got Ogremon to retreat. I remember Taisto was looking for footprints to figure out where Ogremon had retreated to. So shall we start from there? What's your next steps? Are you like camping out in the city for the day, or are you like going straight after Ogremon, or is there like some other course of action you guys were thinking of taking?
Well, I don't think we have a reason to not go. It's currently light out. If we wait, there's nothing really to be gained. I think if we arrived in the town in the morning, and now it's midday, we've had plenty of rest from the battle, so we should just, continue heading on.
Yeah, we should go. Definitely.
I think Zachary's still trying to figure out how to digivolve, because a bird's eye view would be very helpful, but he can't figure it out because he's very bad at this.
It's very neat to him. He'll eventually figure it out, I'm sure. Like when the need arises, he'll be able to digivolve.
Maybe. Goodbye, sweet fly.
Okay, so you start following the footprints of the Ogremon and the Goblimon carelessly left behind in their hasty retreat. And eventually, after an hour or so, you come across a small campsite with the flame just been put out. You can see it's still smoking from where the campfire was. There's several logs that have been like makeshift turned into benches around that campfire. There's just lots of like digi meat that they've left behind the bones of in the ground. Assumedly, if you plant a bone, it would turn into a meat tree again. I'm not sure how that works, but you know how the digital world is. Logic, yeah. Is there anything you want to do at this campsite that you've found? So this is obviously where Ogremon and Shamamon were laying camp before they sort of pounced on the motherboard city. But they seem to have already left.
Probably inspect the area for any clues about where they went.
Oh yeah, so you still know that there's still footsteps leading away. They're like it's like a really really muddy forest that they've set camp up in. You also notice that there's a smaller set of footprints with them, which Cutemon identifies as Impmon's feet.
Oh my god!
So you know Impmon is alongside Ogremon right now.
So he's been captured by the Ogremon.
Yeah.
He has obviously been captured by Ogremon and is being held
That's what
hostage.
happened.
Yeah.
Obviously. He has totally not double-crossed you guys.
So he wouldn't be.
Humon said that Impmon was a pretty ruthless business person. I don't think they would put it. I wouldn't put it past Impmon to have them join Ogremon for the bits.
I
Get
was
one
about
new
to
Impmon,
ask
right?
Kitmon that actually. I don't suppose he's enough of an asshole to do that.
Sorry, what did you say? Who's not an asshole enough to do what, sorry?
I'm asking Kitmon that I don't suppose Impmon would be enough of an asshole to side with Ogremon.
Gazimon knew Impmon, right?
Gazimon knew Dromojamon.
Okay.
I mean, he's met Impmon, but yeah, you could definitely tell that Impmon was the type of person who only cared for himself.
Yeah, I feel like it's not that, much of a stretch that he changed sides.
Yeah, but he was waiting to attack whoever got there, so part of me wants to believe he's not a complete piece of shit.
So I think Cutemon chimes in here, and he's like, "Yeah, he's a total piece of shit."
Okay.
He'd
Well-
sell his own mother for a bag of magic beans. Put it that way.
No, I don't think that it doesn't make a difference, to be honest. He's still with the Ogremon, and we'll figure out the truth when he get there.
Yeah, but information is always good.
I think it's at this point you hear some rustling and giggling in some bushes nearby.
Sus.
I turn to the bushes with my visor and try to scan.
Cool. So you do a scan. You can't really get a read on what's behind the bush at the moment, but you can hear it giggling, and you make out the word. Look, he left behind some cool meat bones, and like they're like chipping through a bunch of meat bones is what it kind of sounds like. And he's like, "Oh my god, look! I found a big one. This one must have been Ogremon's."
I think Zach.
I told
stop- I
Gasmon
stop-
to go
I
to the
stop-
bush.
Sorry, but you all talked at the same time there.
I'd say
whisper
Gasmon goes to that bush.
Gazim-
Gazimon does something. Okay, Gazimon, go ahead.
Gazimon goes to the bush. Okay, so Gazimon goes to the bush and he peeks through.
Yeah.
And he sees someone he recognizes.
Oh fuck.
Gazimon sees one of his old friends. His name is Petit Mammon.
Oh, that one. Ooh.
Wait, what?
It's a Petit Mammon.
Oh.
I'll get you a picture in case you don't know what
That's
Petit
a
Mammon
thing.
Yeah,
looks
I think I know
It's
what
it's from the manga.
Yeah,
Vicar,
Paimon.
I
That's
think.
kind of like Digimon. Yeah.
Where's my
I know.
pictures?
It's basically another Himpmon if you want. It's a little demon.
Yeah, it's like an
Baby
Digimon
child.
basically, but
Oh, those guys. Okay.
Yes.
Looks like
I-
this.
I thought it was
Yeah,
like
yeah.
Mammothmon.
Oh, that is just him.
And it was like, what the hell?
it is literally just be Paimon. But yeah.
So yeah, he's not noticed Gazimon looking in yet. I'll spell it for you, Builderban. It's
Didn't know
Petit
they had an artwork.
Mammon.
What now?
But yeah, he's not noticed Gazimon yet, but he's sat in the bushes, sort of fanning out over some bones. And Gazimon knows him, so like Gazimon immediately like pounces on Petit Mammon and starts like play wrestling with him. And then when Petit Mammon finally realizes he's not actually under an actual attack, he's just like, oh my god, get off me, wait, Gazimon! And they just give like each other like a big bro hug or something.
Damn. Rolls.
And he's like, look, the famous Ogremon came here. I think Gazimon's just like, famous?
The famous Ogremon?
What?
It's like, what, you don't know? Ogremon's like the strongest Digimon in this area. Like, we've been following him ever since he beat up that entire village and massacred people. He's so cool.
That's somebody cool.
So it seems like these guys are like Ogremon's biggest fans. Gazimon like turns to Pablo, and it's like, yeah, don't mind these guys. They just like really strong fighters. Is all. They like to follow the strongest Digimon they know.
Oh.
Do they know where? Do they know where Ogremon went?
That's a good question. Yeah.
Of course we know where Ogremon went. He's going for his next big fight with Leomon. I can't wait to see the match.
Oh my god.
Wait, Leomon?
Yeah.
We know Leomon.
Yeah, it was organized
Oh,
by
no.
some Impmon. He came here and they
Oh, that explains that.
they're gonna have a fight. It's gonna be a big spectacle. I wonder who's gonna win. Like, they're such strong fighters.
I wonder who's gonna die.
Now we don't know.
Okay.
No, we need to.
Now,
so
I may not be.
we need to go. We need to be quick, and we need to go and save Icon Village from Ogremon.
I-
I think they've been through enough.
I think at this point, like, Doraemon whispers something in your ear, Kageyaki. It's like, hey, so I think they're gonna do it again. You should probably should probably talk to them, guy. Kagek, you need to tell them not to rush in head first this time. Remember what happened the last 2 times? I think you need to connect with them. You need to actually, tell them how you feel. You don't need to just treat them as ones and zeros. Like, get them to be safe on their own. I think he's trying to.
He's trying to communicate.
He can talk. Oh my gosh.
I know. He's trying to communicate.
I think he's trying to communicate with us.
Okay.
What is he trying to say?
So I think he's trying to raise your kind and lower your superior. Do you accept that?
Raise my kind and lower my superior. That fucks me over majorly, so no.
So what do you do to reject his influence?
Okay, so I will try to talk to them, but it's mostly just to keep them not dead.
So you're not going to try and connect to them on a personal level. It's more going to just be
I'm not
like.
here to make friends.
Okay, so roll to reject his influence. So it's just a flat 2d6.
2d6. All right. First times the charm.
It's an 8.
Potential boys.
Okay, so on a 7 to 9, choose one of the following. You clear a condition or mark potential by immediately acting to prove Doraemon wrong.
Potential.
Or you can shift any one label up and any one label down of your choice that wasn't what Doraemon was going to change to prove him wrong. Or you can cancel out their influence and take +1 forward against them on all future rolls.
Brrr. Okay. I clap my hands to draw the group's attention. And I'm like, okay. Talk time. No. No random talk.
So, Petit Memo, did you see how many people they had with him?
God damn it.
Many Digimon? How many Digimon Pokemon had with him?
He had his whole posse with him.
Like one time.
This is like everyone's ignoring Kageyaki. You need to prove Doraemon wrong, man. How are you going to do it?
I mean, being ignored's a pretty solid way of proving him wrong.
Can't connect with the personal level if you're ignored.
Well, I mean, he's trying to not connect on a personal level, so...
I woke up to Tyster and put a hand on his shoulder. Yo!
What? What now?
We should probably actually discuss things before we head in.
You...
Also, team, everyone.
I thought we were. I thought we agreed that we should go and save Icon Village.
Are you going to punch Taisto again?
No, I'm not going to.
Yeah, I
punch
want
Tyster.
exactly zero punching to happen.
I hope I don't have to punch him again.
You just try.
Okay, the last time you provoked him, it didn't end well for you. Let's not.
Anyway, the
provoke
point is. We know
point
that
is-
we know that Ogremon is heading for Icon Village to kill Leomon, and you want us to wait?
No, I want us to actually have a plan.
We already waited once, and look at what happened to Motherboard City.
And what do you think would have happened if we hadn't waited? If we were fucking
Agreed.
zombies during the fight?
If
the miracle didn't happen, we would have been
No,
dead.
no.
If we were on time, if we had been on time, Jungle Mojamon might still be alive.
If we were on time, we wouldn't be able to fight properly. I'm not sure you've noticed, we are children, we need sleep, we need rest. We can't just march on ahead.
It's
So you
broad
would
daylight.
leave Leomon to die.
No. We can discuss a plan like 5 minutes and then go. 5 minutes.
How
Just a plan, just to have a plan.
how can you be so up yourself that you would
Oh my
leave
God.
Leomon to die.
I think
Ogamon's
it's.
hand.
I would rather have
I-
a plan so that he doesn't fucking die!
I think it's at this moment.
also,
I think
would
it's
also-
at this moment that Pilomon, sorry, pipes in and he's like,
Okay.
"Gosh damn it! Can you stop arguing for 1 minute?" Like you've
Fine,
never heard
Right.
Pilomon
Yeah, like the-
yell
the
so loud
Pilomon
before.
Right.
You
Sorry.
guys do nothing but argue with each other. Can't you just be nice?
Yeah.
You should actually
Yeah.
start listening to me, maybe.
I
Sorry,
agree with Kilmon for once.
And Tinami,
I
I was
have-
trying to raise Kagayaki's superior and lower his kind.
That
That's
sounds.
what I said.
That
That's what I
sounds right as well. So, do you want to accept that, Kagayaki? Taisto's basically saying you're a robot.
Sorry. I was trying to raise his superior and lower his savior, not kind. Savior down.
I mean, you can try and lower his kind if you want to. It sounds like he's more kind than savior.
Okay,
really.
well, if that's how you interpret it, then we'll go with that.
Well, I mean, I'm not going to say no to potential. If I roll the die, I get potential anyways.
Potential. Yeah.
6. 666, the number fuck me.
So it's a fail. So that means that you mark potential because you failed. So that's 2 potential marked for Kagayaki. His first 2 experience. Hell yeah.
I did it!
Also,
This talk has been really good so far.
his Taisto's words hit you hard. That he thinks that you're too hesitant and too careful. You have to shift your labels anyway, and because you can't shift your kind down any further, you have to have Taisto mark a condition for you. Or you and Taisto have to decide between you what condition gets marked. And then your superior doesn't raise, by the way, because your kind can't go any lower.
Alright.
That's how it works.
Yeah, if you can't go any lower or higher with one of the labels that's being shifted, you mark a condition instead. Taisto also gets to move your labels one more time in any way that he wants. Just 2 labels switched.
Right, 2 labels switched.
Not switched, sorry. One goes up, one goes down.
Yeah. That's what I thought. All right. Well, I think in that case I will increase the superior and lower savior. And from your reaction, it sounded like the appropriate condition to mark in this case is angry.
Oh yeah. Royal
Definitely.
Fist.
Taisto does have influence over Kagayaki, right?
No, he doesn't. I have influence over him.
Yeah. Looks like it.
So actually, instead of
So I actually succeeded then.
So
Seven.
no, actually, you if that's the case, then that means that you can't shift Kagayaki's labels because he doesn't care what you think about him.
Yeah, that's actually true.
But instead,
I
think
misremembered my rows. It was the other way around.
I think
Didn't I
instead
roll
then
seven?
I think instead then that Kagayaki the other way around. Taisto gains influence over Kagayaki instead of the shape.
Oh,
label
wait.
shift.
Since I have influence over him, shouldn't I have a +1?
Yes, but you're
So I go to 7.
yeah, but you're not. We're not rolling for rejecting influence anymore because you don't care what he thinks about anyway. So unfortunately, you have to take away that in potential.
No.
I am really confused right now. What the hell is... Okay, explain how this works, like, properly.
Okay. I'll explain it. So there's a resource in this game called influence. Every character has influence over certain other characters. At this moment, Taisto does not have influence over Kagayaki. So what having influence over somebody means, it means that the person you have influence over cares about what you think of them. And people with influence over you can change your labels by their actions, how they see you, how they talk to you. If you don't have influence over somebody, then you can't shift their labels because they don't give a shit about what you think. If actions in the game are strong enough that they would shift labels, I can award somebody influence over somebody else. So in this case, I'm awarding Taisto influence over Kagayaki instead of having him shift your labels. Because now it's getting to the point where you definitely care what Taisto thinks. Because you want him to listen to you, basically.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So influence isn't just like a redundant +1 to moves against him. That's just a benefit you get for having influence. It's more so whether you care or not about the person. So Taisto, you now care about Taisto, what Taisto thinks of you, because you want to get him on the same page as you so that you can work together and stay safe and not be running in recklessly and losing your head. So yeah, sorry about that. I didn't realize Taisto didn't have influence over you.
Yeah, no, I there's a reason he doesn't.
Yeah, I think I was misremembering which one of you I didn't have influence over, because I used to have influence over almost everyone. So then I looked at my influences and I thought it was the other way around. But yeah, now I do have influence over everyone.
Yeah, you have influence over everybody, including Snymon, and
yeah, I still have influence over Snymon.
everyone has influence over you too. So
yeah, I know.
Awesome. Okay, so you now have influence over Kagayaki. He cares about what you think. You guys argue. I do think that this is cause for me to mark angry on you, by the way, still, Kagayaki, because, like, he's basically undermining you. Would you agree with that?
He's trying really hard to kill people, so yeah.
Cool, so we'll mark angry still. So yeah, you guys are like in a heated argument, and Leomon interrupts and yells that you do nothing but fight against each other. Can't you just be friends for once?
Yeah. You tell him.
I am trying to keep people alive. Okay?
We can do it.
So am I.
Head first, eyes closed, guns blazing, is how we die, and how we kill other people as well.
But if we wait, that means that innocent people will die instead.
How about we think of a plan while walking? Is that a good idea?
I have
Fine
a
by
question for Cutemon.
What is it, Jack?
How many people do you think you could carry as Unimon?
Maybe 3? I don't know. I've not really been in
Okay.
that form very long.
Well, we
Yeah,
could
alright.
go with Dreamogemon, right?
Dramogemon's kind of in the middle of grieving. I don't think that would be very cool to ask him.
I don't think
We are
Dramogemon's come along with you. He's still in the Motherboard City.
Well,
So, okay. I think we should have a forward team and a back team. If I can figure out how to get Cutemon to Digivolve again, we can have a group of people go help Leomon while a group of people stays behind and make sure that nobody comes back and attacks Motherboard City.
I don't think splitting the team is gonna help here.
Yeah, the priority is coming up with a plan to properly, like, at the very least, stall Ogremon until Icon Village can prepare.
Oh, we
Just
can't do that
rem-
if we're wasting time here. So let's start
reminding me,
walking.
You
Yeah,
think
from-
somebody keeps wasting time
Yep,
then?
Guys,
Yep,
guys,
yep, yep, yep.
Elephant's trying to speak. Could you?
Just remind me, when did Ogremon leave before us? Like, how long did we go after him? Like,
So he left. You sort of recuperated in the city for about an hour or so, which is when Impmon kind of approached him at the campsite and said, "Hey, I know where Leomon is." And then it's been about
Okay,
an hour
so-
since then. So it's been about 2 hours since
2
he
hours,
left.
but
1 hour since he found out about
they
Leomon.
clearly stopped on the way to eat, so they're not going full blazing right ahead. So I think we can safely catch up to them. So we should not worry too much. I think maybe I think we're doing fine right now. Walking behind them. So
Yeah.
like how fresh is the food or what? Like, is it still? We can we tell how long has it been since they've rested here?
It was very, very recent. The fire
Yeah,
is still
so-
smoldering.
So we're good. We can think of a plan quickly. We should be right behind them already. So think of a plan right now, and just rush on like as soon as we know how to not die right away. We don't need to yell. You don't need to scream. You can just discuss. We may even discuss on the way. That's all. We can do both at the same time. What a world.
So I think you're trying to persuade them to kind of side with Kageyaki here. Is that right?
Yeah, I'd say so. Yes.
Do you want to roll to provoke Taisto?
Yeah, sure. I have influence over him, so provoke. Which one was it?
It's superior, I believe.
Spirit. Oof.
Provoke superior. I should know. I do that a lot.
So -1. So why not?
Do you have influence
So-
over Taisto? Because if you do,
so
you
plus
do.
zero.
You do. Gain +1 because you got influence over
+1.
Taisto.
So it's 0. Okay. I'm tempted to use the Whispers of Doubt one, so I can gain 1 point since it's not super important, I'd say. So,
Next time you make a move, roll your worst label unless you mark a condition. I think if you're all, you'd have to roll reckless then, wouldn't you?
Yep. So it's -2 +1, so it'd be -1. So yeah, -1 2d6. Okay, let's go.
So what are these whispers of doubts that in character? Like what are these
Well,
doubts you're having?
Well, last time, like, we did wait because I somewhat insisted we sleep, and the town was under attack like right away, and we did lose Jungle Marjaman. So it's like, should we stay? Like, maybe we don't really have any second left to wait. I'm not sure. That's the doubt inside. But I think we could still go and think while running, but maybe it's not. Maybe it's not the way. She's not the captain of the team, you know.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
minus
Do we even
6.
have an agreed captain yet? Or are we still all
not
like, no?
No, we don't.
They're
No,
still
yeah.
fighting, so.
It's gonna take a while.
11.
No.
Well, so succeeded the roll. Shift one of your labels up, another one down.
Provoke.
Which one would be savior or superior?
Oh wow, you rolled a 11 on a -1. That's so good.
Yeah.
Crit.
Sonia's good, man.
That's really good. Ooh, I just got
Topi.
I just got donated to. Thanks, man.
Nice.
Yeah.
Thanks for the
Nice.
$1. Really appreciate it.
Better than $0.
It's better than
So-
$0 at all. Yeah, exactly.
I'll move up superior since I was the one calming things down, and I'll move down unique probably.
Okay,
All kinds? Unique. Let's say unique.
cool.
What?
So what was it
Okay.
exactly that you were saying?
That we shouldn't yell. We could create a plan while walking, since we're right behind the Ogre Mountain, not that far ahead of us. So we shouldn't worry about damages to the city, since we're already on their tail. So it's fine if we can take 5 minutes to talk about a plan.
So on a 10+ for provoking somebody, Taisto is offered both of the following. He's given the carrot and the stick. The carrot is if they do it, they add team to the pool. The stick is if they don't do it, they have to mark a condition. So basically, do you do what Sonia's suggesting, or do you go your own way and still argue?
Sorry, I'm thinking of my response.
Okay, cool. No worries. Meanwhile, we haven't heard from you in a while, Pablo. What are you doing?
Probably with Casimir inspecting the area. See if there were any other Digimon maybe behind, like Leomon and stuff.
No, it's only Petit Mammon.
Okay. So
Like-
there were no other like Digimon. Okay.
So I think like you're there and they're describing the last fight that Leomon had with Ogamon, and how like it was it could have gone either way, and Leomon decided to run away like a coward, which is why they think that Ogremon is the true champion, who they'll follow to the ends of the earth. And Gazimon's like, you support that guy? He's a complete nutcase. You gotta love Leomon. He's super strong and he's really honorable.
And I'm like, yeah.
Oh,
on.
I can sit on their dreams.
Like, I think like this is like starting to heat up, and like Gazimon and Petit Mammon are getting into a fight about whether Leomon or Ogremon is the strongest
wow.
Digimon, and who would be
That's
the
what
most
I'm
worthy
doing.
opponent.
Oh.
And I think it ends up like heating up to like them trading blows, and they start like punching each other, and like Petit Mammon like fires like a small fire flare at his feet, and he's like, "Hey, what was that for?" And he like slashes at their face, and then like they like dodge and like uppercut them in the face, and he's like, "Ogremon's the strongest. No, Leomon's the strongest. No, Ogremon's the strongest." And they start like scuffling on the floor. What do you do?
I tried to break them up, like take Gazimon out of it.
How do you do that? They're two Digimon, like actually going at
Yeah.
it, firing fireballs and stuff. Like,
Hmm.
what do you do? Like to break them up? Like, I understand you want to break them up, but how?
I try and grab Gazimon and get him out of there. Try not to get hit by a fireball and stuff.
Cool. So you grab Gazimon, and Gazimon just yells out, "You know what? I might just go with Taisto. He seems to want to see who's the strongest is."
Oh fuck!
Oh.
That's not good.
He's just like, "I know Leomon could beat Ogremon in a fight, and I'm going to see it with my own two eyes. I don't know about you, Petit Mammon."
Hmm.
Like, Petit Mammon's like, "Ogremon will kick Leomon's ass." He like spits on the floor and some blood comes out.
Ouch. Digiblood.
"I'll wager 50 bits on it." Like, Gazimon's like, 50 bits?
You know,
That's child's
I was
play.
about to
Gambling.
joke we're gonna bet on it, but apparently
Gambling
it's
for
doing so.
bits.
And Gazimon seems really, really pissed about this, like, because he's really like caught up in like who the strongest Digimon is, and that he wants to eventually be that strongest Digimon, and like he does not accept Leomon. Does not accept Ogremon as the strongest Digimon.
Makes sense.
He's like, if anything, Cutemon is stronger than Ogremon. And he like points over at Cutemon.
Whoa,
like-
that's a statement.
That thing, he couldn't even hurt a fly. Then Cutemon
Hey,
gets
Gazimon, can you
offended.
tone it down a bit?
Oh,
You
Ogremon
haven't
did
seen our
run away.
full power.
Like, I think the argument's really like riling things up.
Zachary's like, okay, guys. How about, I'm gonna put, Cutemon, can you spot me 10 bits?
Wow.
Sure, I guess.
Dang.
Alright,
It.
I'm gonna put 10 bits on you two stopping fighting and coming along with us so you can watch the fight in all of its glory happen.
Yeah, Gazimon, that's a good deal, right?
Wait,
Well,
so
it's
if they
10 whole
if they don't come and see the fight, they get the 10 bits.
No.
No.
Like if they
He's
if they come
paying them
along,
10 bits to stop fighting and
I'm
come
bribing
along.
them. I'm bribing them.
Bribing them.
Cool. Yeah, I think you need to roll provoke them.
Okay,
Jesus Christ.
hold on. Let me provoke someone. It is plus superior. That is a thing I'm not good at.
It's something you're really
Also,
not good at.
by the way, since I was full on my balance track, apparently, I picked Divine Inspiration as a
Oh,
skill.
sweet. So now you
So-
can have a vision about the situation, and after the
Yeah,
vision,
I figured it would be pretty useful. Yeah.
definitely.
I rolled a 6.
That's
Bribes. Not
Yikes, not good at all. Okay, so on a 6, I'm gonna turn the move back on you. So I think Petit Mammon is like, In fact, I think. I think. One second, I got to think about what I need to do here. Like, what's an appropriate bad situation that could occur from you
I
trying to
figured
provoke them
Petit
and
Maman
failing?
would go, I'll give you $20 if you...
I think. Yeah, I think. They're like. They take your bait, but I think they want more than 10 bits for it, and Cutemon isn't willing to give up more than 10 bits.
Fucking cute, man. I'm telling you.
I know, right? He's such a cheapskate.
Wait, hold on. I'll have 10 bits and I'll show you a very cool thing at the fight. It's going to be so cool that it'll knock your entire socks off.
I think that does it for them. Like, I think Petit Mammon is like, you better show us something good for this 10 bits, otherwise I'll be having words with your supervisor.
If we can't Digivolve with this fight, I think we might have a problem.
And I think you mark insecure because you don't know if you can do it or not.
That's fair. I think I already have that marked.
No, you have
Double
hopeless.
insecure.
No, okay.
Cool. That makes better sense. So yeah, I think they're resolved to go see the fight right this instance. But Taisto, you wanted to do that too. But like Kagayaki was saying, let's make a plan.
And Sonya backed
And
him up.
Sonya backed him up. Like, what was your response to that?
Fine. Let's talk then. I was really trying to come up with something a bit more meaty, but I just can't force it. So whatever, let's go and talk.
He bowed. That's about it.
Alright, let's walk and talk.
So you continue following Ogumon's trail at a leisurely pace, with Petit Mammon and Gazimon like totally like backing their horse behind you all.
Okay. If we're just
Wait
walking...
a second. If we're going anyway, then that's exactly what Taisto wanted anyway.
Yeah, but we're going slower than normal because we're forming a plan while we're walking.
No, you see the difference is, if we are just walking, we are on about the same pace as them. After we make the plan, we can now go on our roller skates and be faster than them.
Yeah, pretty much.
So we can catch up.
Cool. Well, do you have a... Okay, so we go on and start walking. Is this a scene transition, or are we just continuing the old scene? Or
We'll do a scene transition. So did any of you do anything that would clear your conditions?
I did.
Well, I considered breaking the...
I broke Kagayaki, so I get to clear angry.
You broke him.
More like pissed me off, but sure.
That was guilty, right? No, wait, that's angry. Yeah, you hurt his feelings by ignoring him.
Yeah,
that makes sense.
I heard someone or break something important. I heard Kagayaki.
Cool.
I made him angry, and I ignored him. So
I think I can clear insecure because I literally brought along 2 rookies who don't seem to be actually experienced fighters to a battle to the death.
It's not. You can't clear a condition you got in the scene. So you can't clear insecure. You could probably clear hopeless though, because you're kind of flinging yourself into the easy relief of, you know what, just watch the fight type thing, rather than actually trying to resolve the situation in a meaningful way that would not put them in danger. So I'll let you clear hopeless instead.
Okay.
Does anybody else have any conditions they'd like to clear?
I don't have any conditions, period, so no.
Cool.
I'm also fine, so...
Cool. So the next scene is you guys walking and talking as you go, and I think like Ghostmon, it's very, very fond of the idea that they stick to the usual plan where he and Taisto run in and blast the bad guy.
Yeah.
He's there like, I'll run in and I'll fire my flames at them, and they'll just go down real easy like they usually do. They're completely forgetting that previously he's been hurt before. And
Hey, Ghostmon, maybe you should take like a further back seat in this fight Because me and Cutemon are, at the moment, the strongest people here. I'm not saying like we're better than you,
Oh.
but we have a higher chance of winning a straight-on fight. So you guys could support us.
Don't
I think
Zachary, that
I-
that sounds exactly like you think you're better than the rest of us.
No. I'm saying like we can.
No, he doesn't think he's better. He's objectively better.
I'm saying that we have a higher chance of winning a straight-on fight than Ghostmon versus Ogremon. So it would make more sense for us to rush ahead. And
No,
Yeah, unless
I
we can all
agree.
figure out how to
Pablo.
We avoid the
turn
rushing
our
effort
thing
to
into
be-
horses as well.
Pablo, what would
Yeah.
Gazimon's reaction be if he heard somebody else proclaim that they're the strongest and most proficient fighter in the group instead of
that's
him?
right.
So
I may
Yeah,
have
yeah.
caused problems.
he'd throw himself at them, yeah. Definitely.
The plan is never gonna be made.
So yeah, I think Gazimon dives Cutemon and starts attacking him. Like, I'm the strongest one in the party, not you! How dare you steal my thunder!
Please don't.
Can you keep your mutt under Lee? Put a noise on him, please.
Who are you calling a
You're
mutt,
Great dog.
you
Yeah.
robot?
Pilamon, put him to sleep, please.
Yeah, I think Pilomon obliges to that. He like blows a bubble at Gazimon, and Gazimon just like falls flat on his face. And like Cutemon
wake
like
him up
shrugs
later.
him off, and he's like, "Ugh, I got mud on me."
Okay. Anyone besides me who can actually carry him without tiring themselves out?
Yes.
Do you want to carry him or should I?
So much trouble. Yeah. Dice just takes Gazimon into a fireman's carry and just continues on.
Okay, so,
Why would Pablo not do that? Out of
Yeah,
curiosity.
I was wondering.
I mean, I asked if someone can and he didn't say anything.
Dead
To be
silence
fair, I
from Pablo.
didn't really understand.
Well, I guess Pablo's dead.
Pablo
Oh,
fell
no.
asleep as well.
Yeah, what? Sorry, sorry. What?
That is. Gazimon was just put to sleep.
Yeah. Let's go.
So Daisto is offering to carry him if you don't.
No, I'll carry him. I can do that. I think maybe, hopefully.
You know how to carry someone?
That is not the point.
Roll strength.
Maybe. I mean,
Strength check.
If you're not sure, there's no
I'm
point
curious.
in getting
Like,
tacos for no reason.
should be easy enough. I mean,
What was that?
I think I can. So like, yeah. I mean,
Okay, well, go ahead. Should you? Daisto is actually just gonna show you how to carry someone just to be
I
just to
can
make
do
sure.
it. I've carried a cat before. Should be easy enough.
So, just out of curiosity, Pablo, how does it feel having Taisto tell you how to carry someone? Like, he's your rival, right? Like,
Condescending for sure. Fuck.
what do you do about that? Like, you gotta have to put this guy in his place. Like,
Yeah, definitely.
you respect him and see him as an equal, and he's talking down to you.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
What do you do about that, Pablo?
You know, Zach,
Mm,
I'm glad you're here.
Believe me, I wish I wasn't right now.
Can get that.
I probably just refuse to listen to him and just, grab Gasman and just, start going.
So you're going. Did I understand? You're dragging Gazimon instead of carrying him, or
No, that was just, no.
right? How do you carry Gazimon?
Like a potato sack.
With my arms.
So Taisto's definitely lowering your superior here, and
Yeah.
increasing your unique, I think.
Yeah.
Do you
Probably.
accept that, or would you reject it?
Oh, definitely not. Reject it.
Cool. So roll 2d6 to reject it.
fucking.
Go, go, go. Free potential, go. Brr.
Yeah. Potential. Let's go. 2d6 then. Oh fuck.
You did it. You
Lots
got
of
potential.
sixes.
Yeah,
That's
so-
not good.
So his words hit you really hard. Like you don't like like it's harder than you thought. Like you saw him as an equal, and now he's looking down on you, and you don't want to believe that he's better than you, but it sure seems like it at the moment. So you lower your superior anyway, and raise your unique. Taisto gets to lower and raise another label of his choice, and you mark potential because you rolled and a fail.
So lower superior then and raise unique.
Yes.
You're welcome for the
Yeah.
potential, I guess.
Yeah, I mean that's something, right? So I do that, then I mark potential wells.
Carrying this
Taisto
Gazimon
gets
made
to
me
shift.
level up.
Taisto gets to shift 2 of other labels of yours.
Right.
I think I'm going to increase savior and lower unique. Can I lower unique?
I guess, yeah, why not?
Yeah, all right.
Yeah,
Because
that's...
he's helping Kazimon.
I guess.
So yeah, those increase savior, lower unique.
Yeah.
Cool. So, what does that look like in character, Pablo? Like, so Taisto's basically talking down to you. You
Yeah.
try to shrug it off, but it really hits you at your core because you care about what Taisto thinks of you. What does that actually
Yeah.
look like in the fiction? Like, does Pablo show this visibly? Does he lash out in some way, or is it more like he bottles it up and like saves it for later type thing? Like, what kind of person is
Definitely.
Pablo?
Yeah, he doesn't like show it physically, you know? It's like he... how can I say this?
Maybe
Like you said, like
wa-
saves it for later. Like he doesn't like show it physically that he was like he acknowledged it, but yeah, he is affected by it.
maybe he like walks a bit faster than the rest of us, just to put some distance or something.
Yeah. Probably.
Okay. So now that Gazimon's scuffle that interrupts your planning yet again has ended, Ghostemon's like, so you were saying, Zachary?
We should hurry up and get there because I have a sneaking suspicion that Ogremon isn't going to be too discriminate with how he attacks Leomon. So, we have a plan, right?
Someone actually lets me talk, maybe.
Well, let's do that! Yeah!
Cool, so
Yeah.
end of scene then, I guess, and we'll move on to when you get to Icon Village. If anyone cleared any conditions, just shout them out, and we'll move on to Icon Village. So you eventually come across Icon Village,
Oh well.
and you
I
hear
tried.
before you get there Ogamon's voice. He's like, "Leomon, I know you're here. I want a rematch."
So, Gamon's here. Good to know.
And you hear him before you see him, and like Petit Mammon is instantly like, "Oh my gosh, we didn't miss the fight yet! Come on, we gotta go! And like he like grabs Gazimon while you're carrying him, Pablo, and starts dragging him off your shoulder. Like, well, what do you do?
Probably just run after him, I guess.
Cool. So you chase Petit Mammon into the city, which is completely against the plan that Zachary hatched about Unimon going in first.
Yeah,
What do
We
you
had a plan.
That's
do?
great.
When did we have a plan?
We are actively trying to die. At some point, we'll be successful.
So, I think Zach is gonna, like, try to follow in behind them and, like, remember that feeling from Motherboard City, like, all hope is lost if we don't do this. We need to be the strong person here and solve the situation. He's like really trying to focus on that feeling and try to bring it back up to Digivolve and to have Human Digivolve into Unimon.
Cool. So because we have a foe of higher level, you can Digivolve for free one time at the start of the fight, which is good. So you Digivolve to Unimon.
Alright.
But you gallop ahead and catch up to Petit Mammon pretty easily. And when you get there, like, Ogremon is, like, what's the best way to put this? Like, he's got his arms outstretched and he's sort of throwing his weight around. Like, he's basically, like, calling Leomon a coward and that he should get out here and fight fair and all this kind of stuff. And all the Shamon have, like, and Goblimon have surrounded him and are, like, threatening the in-training Digimon and rookie Digimon that live in Icon Village.
I think I'm gonna use Unimon's Wind Gust to just like knock them down and charge straight at Ogremon.
Cool. Roll to directly engage a threat. Actually, before we do that, we need to do start a fight moves. So when you enter battle against a dangerous foe as a team, I automatically add 2 team to the pool. And then if the leader has influence over every teammate, I add another team. Do we have a leader, or are we still...
No, we don't have a leader.
Definitely not.
Zachary has taken the lead in this fight, but he is not the leader. He is not claimed to be the leader.
I think everybody has the same purpose, right? We want to save Leomon.
Yes,
so
and
that's-
as much save Leomon as much of the town as possible.
Yeah.
Cool. We don't have a leader, so we have to remove a team from the pool. And you're not ill-prepared or off-balance so much, but you kind of are, so what would we say to that?
Like... we have the element of surprise.
Well, I mean, Petit Mammon basically, ruined the plan that I was surprised to find out we had, but...
Should have bribed him harder.
Zachary still is doing his best to fix it.
Yeah, but it sounds like we at least have an element of surprise.
So I say we have 4 team.
4 seems good.
Zachary, you're directly engaging a threat with Unimon. Give me a reckless roll.
Alright. Don't mind if I do. That is -2. Yeehaw. I'm bad at this. Anyone want to give me a team?
Yeah, have one.
I think it's at this moment that, like, Gazimon comes to and, like, sees that they're finally Icon Village and that Ogermon's there and there's, like, a Unimon flying towards him and he's like, oh shit.
I forgot, we had a plan.
We did? Because no one actually fucking does.
Okay, so I rolled a 3
Wait, why is it +1? Where's that from?
because Kageyaki gave me a team.
Oh, okay. How does Kageyaki aid?
Well, I am going to rush forward with Thermon and try to keep the small fry away from him at least.
Okay, cool.
So that he can focus
Still
on...
rolled a 3.
So
Yep.
when you spend a team, you tie yourself to that move as well. So any bad outcome happens to you as well as the person making the roll. So Kageyaki and Zachary are going to share in the consequences of this roll of 3.
Can I at least have potential?
You don't get to mark a potential because you didn't make the roll.
But I
God, I'm lagging
do. Zachary's bad at things.
So Sonia gets to mark potential. And I think what happens is
Zachary,
What?
not Sonia.
Unimon flies at Ogremon. Ogremon turns around, sees this flying unicorn coming at him. He literally, like, takes it head on. Like, his feet scrape along the floor as the force of Unimon's impact pushes him back. And then he, like, tips Unimon over his head with the momentum of his, like, movement. And, like, slams him down on Dorumon.
Well,
Both
that's...
of you take a powerful blow.
Well,
Wow.
that one well.
Alright, that's my take a powerful blow. Okay. So the top one's mine, the bottom one's
Your
Kageyaki.
turn. Yeah.
Okay, so Kagayaki, mark a potential and tell us how you weather the blow of a Unimon being smashed into you. And Zachary, you get hit really, really hard.
It's called balancing the weight. So I'm on my roller skates, and those Doraemon is coming charging towards us. I dexterously turn my body and kind of use his force to start spinning, but at least not break my neck. Since
Cool.
I am carrying Doraemon.
Cool, so you weather that blow. Zach, Unimon and you get like flung. Like, what two options are you picking for the take a powerful blow? Or what one really bad option are you picking for take a powerful blow?
That's not good.
Take a I am looking for it and I'm trying to find it.
It's the last one on basic moves.
Okay.
So you can remove yourself from the situation, flee, pass out, etc. Lose control of yourself or your Digimon in a very terrible way. Or you can pick two options from the 7 to 9 list, which is lashing out verbally to provoke one of the others, giving ground to the opposition, or struggling past the pain and marking 2 conditions.
I think that Ogremon flung us so far that I'm removing myself from the situation. He literally just like picked up Unimon and threw him out of the fight. And I came with him. So I have removed myself from the situation.
Okay, so
Involuntarily.
team, you're down a champion level Digimon, your strongest fighter. And I think like as Ogremon
Allegedly.
like flings Unimon away into the distance, he just grunts, "My score isn't with you, it's with Leomon! Is this what you do, Leomon? Send others to fight for you!"
My bones.
Well,
Can
that's
I-
what you do.
I wanna
So,
I think that Ghostmon, having seen this, would have tried to charge into battle after them, but I think Daistois holds Ghostmon with his hand and then tries to see if there's another way to stop the fight, other than just smashing endlessly into for no reason.
can I try to provoke him? Well,
Firstly, it sounds like Taisto's assessing the situation here, and then we'll do your
That is what I was
Kagayaki.
trying to do. Yes.
So yeah, assess the situation. Roll superior. Oh,
Well, not good today, huh?
yeah, we're not getting good rolls
Potential,
today.
potential.
Mark potential at least.
Yeah, I did.
Potential bay.
Yeah. Excellent. My plan has paid off. I get potential.
oh, cool. We can evolve. Yay.
So I think Ogamon says, like, he sees you like scoping the area out, and he's like, "Don't interfere, Goblimon, Shamon, get them!" And like all the Goblimon and Shamon like charge you and like try to pin you guys down and prevent you from interfering with Ogamon's duel. Like he wants to fight Leomon. He doesn't care about you guys. You're small fry compared to him. He wants the big fight. And I think like Gazimon and Petit Mammon are there, and they're like cheering each person on. But like Petit Mammon is like, "Yeah, I told you that Ogamon would beat that stupid puny Qmon." And then like Gazimon's just like, "Yeah, but Leomon will kick his ass. You watch." It is like another scrap about to start.
Wait.
Can
Hold
I,
on. It occurs to me that I guess I showed them the cool thing, which was me digivolving to Unimon, but then I immediately got picked up and hefted over Ogremon's head into the nearest forest.
Yeah.
First of all, how many bones are broken on Zack? Because it feels like if a champion level Digimon lands on you from being hefted over an Ogremon's head, that's probably not good for your like joints.
Yeah, so
Let's
I
not worry
think
about that.
I think you go flying, Zach, but you fall off Unimon in the air. Unimon like smashes through a bunch of trees and like is out for the count, but you get caught by a Digimon. Like, you're in a Digimon's arms right now.
I sure want
Miles
to
and
do it.
miles away.
Can I order Gatlin to help Kaisto?
No, miles and miles away.
What are
But figuratively speaking, it's a very long distance that he threw you away.
Okay. It's
Fine.
like this world is very strange distances.
I don't
One
have a
day
very
walk.
good perception of distance, okay?
One day walk,
the
2
distances
hour
depend
fly,
on
10-minute
the distan-
dig.
the distances depend on your bandwidth. So,
I see.
so if you get lag,
internet
you go less. But then there's you manage to catch some of that Google fiber on your way out.
I see. My internet connection's so good that I just went flying. I see.
Yes.
You're like, why did I upgrade to Sky?
Can I order Gatlin to help Kaisto with the Goblimons?
Sorry, what do you say about getting Gazimon to do something?
Could I order Gatlin to help Kaisto with the Goblimons?
Is Gazimon is not swarmed currently by the Goblimons, right?
No, he's just fanning out with
No, he's
Petty
just,
Mammon.
he's just chilling. He's vibing.
Okay. So you're telling Gazimon to try to help Taisto.
Yeah.
Okay, Taisto is actually gonna. I don't want you to do that.
Oh,
no,
fuck off.
you can. You're the ones who can stop the battle. Go. Don't mind us. Go. Stop the fight.
So, before we go, I'd like to ask a question. I can use Divine Inspiration to see. I don't know if I can control the vision. If you're in control of the vision, I don't know how it works exactly.
So it's a fine inspiration. You have a vision about the situation at hand. We sort of craft that together. And then after the vision, you ask me a question about the situation, and I answer it honestly. And you take +2 forward acting on the answers. And if you share that information with the rest of the team, they also get +2 forward acting on that answer.
Wow, that's OP, man.
That is busted strong.
Yeah. Well, I was wondering, the duel has not started, but what if it did? If, let's say Leomon won the duel, there would be no cause for concern, and we could all focus on the little Goblimon and Shamamon. But if Leomon was going to get beat up real bad, that would change the plan. So I would rather know that beforehand. What would the duel look like between Leomon and Orgamon?
So you see a vision of Leomon and Ogamon dueling it out. You all are subdued by Goblimon and Shamamon while this is going on. And there's a big clash where Leomon fires his Fist of the Beast King and Ogamon replies with his Hadouken. Is it Hadouken? I can't pronounce it.
I think the dub name's Pummel Whack, which is very stupid.
Yeah, I don't want to call it Pummel Whack. That's why I'm using the Japanese version. Fist of the
think
Beast King sounds cool. Pummel Whack doesn't.
Oh, dubs never change.
One second, I think I have it written down on his little character card. Yeah, it's Hadouken.
Oh.
So yeah, they do that thing where they fire, they attack at each other, and it meets in the middle, and there's a big explosion, and then Ogamon is on Leomon, about to strike the finishing blow, and then the vision ends. That you don't see the outcome of the fight.
Somebody
Ask me
here.
any question, and then when you answer, I'll answer it honestly.
What's the secret of life?
About the situation at hand, Taisto. Come on.
Arguably, it still applies.
Would I be able to interfere with discrete bubbles so Ogamon would notice, but he would feel he would be slightly drowsy, so giving more of an advantage to Leomon, but discreetly. Is it possible?
So would you be able to discreetly give Leomon an advantage?
Yeah.
I think just to sort of generalize it.
I think to give Leomon an advantage, you would have to get somebody of equal strength involved in the fight somehow.
So about that, I've been picked up and thrown very far, but somebody here does have a moment of truth available to them, out of character. So, you know, we might see Ghostmon's champion level. Who knows?
What? I have no idea what you're on about.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, it's completely out of character. Like, oh, yeah, man, I don't even know what I'm talking about. Do the thing.
I mean, I can't
So-
word about target monster. Good.
I just want to say, meanwhile, the person that caught you, Zachary, you look up and find who your savior is. It's Stingmon.
What?
What?
Hi,
Ouch.
I impaled you. I don't like the fact that you're carrying me because it feels like you're going to fly up very high and drop me.
He puts you down very gently,
Huh.
brushes you
That's-
off even.
Well, okay.
What happened to your stab wound?
It's still there. He's got a big hole in his stomach.
I have questions about your
Lovely.
biology. No, not the time. Did you find Cutemon? Or Unimon? Whichever one.
He like looks over at Unimon, who's crashed under like 3 trees.
Oh!
But they're still digivolved, which is an important bit for me.
He's like, listen, I didn't mean to cross the Digidestined. I had no idea you were in the world yet.
Yes, because 4 humans who look identical to the humans on the tapestry were totally not the Digidestined.
5.
I didn't even know you were a
5.
thing until I saw you in the city. You see, I don't want to hurt Digimon. And he like sort of drops to his knee and clutches his stomach. And he's like, I didn't want to kill Jungle Mojimon. He was my friend.
I see.
But I had to.
Sounds like
I
a
think-
dramatic enough statement that we should cut away for a moment.
Yep, definitely.
So, Daisto is currently being mobbed by Goblimon, so I
Yeah.
I don't think Gasman should help.
So, yeah,
and Daisto told Pablo to have Gazimon interfere with the fight instead of trying to help him. I think Ghostman is going to try and drive the Goblimon away.
but you're the one that.
Cool. How does he go about trying to drive it away?
Using little plasma, of course.
Okay.
Driven away, unconscious in the ditch. That's basically the same thing.
Cool. Roll to directly engage a threat, but roll it with disadvantage because you are vastly outnumbered by how many Goblimon and Shamamon there are.
Right.
Well,
Nice.
That's 7.
Wait,
That's 8.
That's 7.
3, 6.
7.
You take the lowest 2 at disadvantage and then add the 3.
4 plus 3 is 7.
Lowest 2. It's
lowest
1
2.
and 4.
1 and 4, 5 plus 3 is 8.
Or 1 and 3. 1 and 3.
1, 3.
Oh, 1 and 3. Oh,
plus
yes.
3 right
1
there.
plus 3
None of us can
is
count.
4.
None of us
plus-
can count, okay, except for Taisto. Taisto got a maths degree.
I got that too.
6.
He has a degree in theoretical physics.
Cool. So
And
on
a
a
theoretical
7,
degree in physics.
There you go.
you
Yeah,
trade
that's the one.
You trade blows with the Goblimon. You can describe how that looks if you want to, but you get to pick one of the options, which is resist or avoid their blows, take something from them, create an opportunity for your allies, or impress, surprise, or frighten the opposition.
Alright, Ghostmon is nowhere to be seen when the Goblimon are approaching Taisto, but then he appears behind them and shoots little plasma in the back of one of them, causing them to turn around, and then they maybe swing at Ghostmon again. But the important bit is that the Ghostmon starts drifting away from the battle, creating an opportunity for Pablo to interfere with Ogremon when the Goblimon aren't there.
That's fair enough.
Cool. So because you don't resist or avoid their blows,
It hurts.
It hurts. You're going to take a condition. I'll have you take. I guess hopeless would be a good one to mark you with.
or maybe Afraid.
Yeah, afraid could work. Yeah.
I'll pick Afraid.
Cool. Pablo, you've got an opening. What are you gonna do?
I'll order Gasman to attack. I don't know. Well, yeah. Yeah, I'll just order him to attack Ogremon, who had distraction, so Leomon can try and win the fight.
Well, Leomon isn't even out yet. Like, Ogermon's
Oh.
literally like yelling,
Right.
"Come on out here, you coward! You're getting other people to fight your fights for you." And Leomon hasn't come out yet.
Okay, can I?
Then yeah, I'll just attack, probably. Well, I mean, I'll order Gasman to attack Ogremon. And he happily does so, just prove to, like, Paimon, though Ogremon isn't the strongest.
Okay, so you saw Ogermon flip a Unimon. Are you sure it's the right idea to fight him head on? Like, is there some kind of tactic you could use to give yourself an edge before you jump in, potentially?
Gasman could try and, like, dig, and then attack from behind.
So, like, dig underground and, like...
Yeah, and then surprise him.
Cool. So that sounds like you're unleashing your powers before you dive in and attack him.
Yeah.
So roll unique.
Okay. We should have 0 unique. Yep. So there's 2d6 roll then.
7. Okay.
7.
So on a hit of a 7 to 9, you do it. But I get you to mark a condition, or I'll tell you how the effect is unstable or temporary in some way. I don't think it's really feasible to say how digging a tunnel underneath Ogremon is temporary. So I'm going to get you to mark a condition, which is insecure.
Sure, that looks like.
Because you saw Ogremon flip Unimon. You're not sure if Gazimon's a good enough match, but you want to believe in him. And then Gazimon leaps up from underground and like gives Leomon an uppercut in the jaw.
Yeah.
I think Ogremon gets angry.
Yeah, I'll burn it. I mean.
His worthy opponent is nowhere to be found, and he's being attacked by these small fries. So like he's absolutely like peeved off. I think he starts like he like gets punched in the face by Gazimon, and then he like yells out, "Who are all these small fries? Get out here, Leomon!" And he like grabs his club and smashes it through a nearby building, which collapses. And then he walks over to the next one and like smashes a window through, and like he's like starting to destroy the village. Like, and Leomon comes out once he starts actually dealing damage to the city, and he's like,
"Can I try to provoke him at last?"
Yeah, go for it.
For a while.
Go for it.
Okay, so okay. So as I'm still skating, trying to figure out what the hell to do, and everything is going down, I notice that leaving him be probably isn't a good idea, and I also want to blow some steam. So I want to try and insult him to draw some attention. So I'm like, "Hey, asshole! For someone talking about, oh no, you should enjoy running the hell away from our last encounter. You know, like a coward."
But so you're calling Ogremon a coward?
Yeah, for running away from our last fight.
That's a good insult, actually. Yeah, go for it. Roll provoke. Like Ogremon would totally rise to that.
Okay, can I have a team? Okay, it's +2. I have good chances. I want to say.
I think you're on your own about this one.
Yeah. 4. Nice. Oh, wait. No, never mind. It's 6.
6.
Close enough.
Ouch.
Still, it's a fail, unfortunately.
It is good potential.
Yeah, that's something.
So there is something you can do here if you don't want the potential. You can spend team selfishly after a roll. So if you say how you disregard the others in some way and make them feel less valid, you can spend a team from the team pool to shift one label up and one label down, which would affect the outcome of this roll.
You really think that Kagayaki would decline potential?
Yeah.
besides the fucking monster I am, there's also the fact that I'm trying to keep him away from the others, not trying to invalidate them, so it wouldn't really work.
Okay, so mark potential. It does not work. Like, I think he's so obsessed with how Leomon abandoned their first fight, he doesn't give a damn about leaving that puny fight. He's like, that fight wasn't even mine to begin with, it was Mummymon's. This fight between me and Leomon, this is a matter of pride. Honor!
Horn's pride.
Leomon's hurt right now.
He like
So,
slams
you can
his
fight him
fist on
out.
his chest.
Oh.
Sorry.
What?
Sorry, what were you going to say?
Leomon's hurt right now. He's not at the its full potential, so it's not a fair fight. Maybe?
I
you're-
don't think he's injured anymore.
No. Well, that's good on him. Wow.
That's called a bluff.
Well, never mind then.
Come on, lie for us.
Like literally, like just as you say, Leomon's injured. He's not at his full potential. Leomon comes out, no bandages, no wounds, no limp. Just walks out and strolls towards
Oh,
him.
I heal fast in this world. Jeez.
Well, he was only attacked by a few Goblimon. Like, he's a champion Digimon, so he could recover quickly. And he had an expert doctor of Mud Frigimon who always forgets about his patients.
Yeah.
Leomon, like, approaches Ogremon. He says, "You want to fight? I'm right here. Just leave everyone else out of it."
So, who's next to me
I
right
have
now?
a question.
Of course.
That seems like a moment to sort of cut away
Yeah.
to add tension. I like bring Stingmon over to Unimon. Like, Unimon, can you give Stingmon your remaining Digivolution energy or whatever this is to like heal him or something? Because I have a terrible, terrible idea, but it's better than nothing.
I think like he's completely out of it. So like, you just like put Stingmon's hand on Unimon, and he absorbs the bits that make up the temporary bits that make up the Unimon Digivolution, and the wound just closes in his stomach.
Well, that's upsetting, like visually. All right, Stingmon.
It's more of like the data reconstructing itself and like tying itself up and whatnot. You can see.
Stingmon, you seem like the honorable type. To repay your debt to me, I need you to go and snipe Ogremon.
Friendship ended with Uniman. Now Stingmon is my best friend.
Yeah, Stingmon's my partner now.
Tonight, Ogremon just wants to fight. Yeah.
I think you're gonna have to persuade him to do this because he was forced into killing Jungle Mojamon. Like, there must be a reason behind that of some kind. So I think you need to provoke him to get him to do that.
Okay, hey, that's a thing I'm bad at.
Nice.
I think you also have influence over Stingmon. So gain a +1.
A 7.
Nice. So when you provoke an NPC on a 7, you get them to. It's up to me if they rise to the bait. They don't automatically rise to the bait, but you get them to either stumble, hesitate, or overreact. Which would you prefer?
Well, I already have influence over them, so getting influence over them again would do.
So potentially the critical opportunity to sort of sell your case would be good.
Yeah, okay. So I'm gonna choose they hesitate.
Cool. So how do you sell your case? Like when you heal him and you say, "I need you to snipe Ogremon," and he like
I know
he goes, what do you do?
you're not a fighter, you're not a killer. I know this, But think of all of the other innocent Digimon who will die if he's allowed to continue on this reign of destruction. I'll make sure. Our job as the Digidestined is to make sure that the digital world becomes a safe place for you guys. And I need your help right now. So I'm asking, as one of the Digidestined, as one of the chosen ones, I need you to snipe Ogremon.
I think he replies with, I can't outright kill Ogremon, but I can interfere in his fight.
That sure is a thing you can do. I wasn't expecting you to be able to kill him. Real talk, we charged straight at him and got launched into this forest here.
It's not that I can't kill him, it's that I can't kill him. You see, he works for Mummymon, and Mummymon has my family.
Okay. I now have motivations in this conflict, because Stingmon's a cool dude, and I don't want his family to be hurt. Alright.
Cool, so you you convince him to interfere in the fight, but he has to do it in a way that Ogremon doesn't realize he interfered in the fight.
Yeah, that works by me. So just make sure that he is at least a little distracted, so Leomon has some sort of advantage.
Yeah, exactly. Cool, so you convinced him to do that, and you head back towards where the fight's happening.
So I want to warn the others that are right next to me, like they're going to fight. I say it like not very loud, so Ogremon doesn't hear. But like they're going to fight, and then they're going to throw like big balls of energy, and it's going to go boom, and then Leomon is going to lose the fight. So we should do something right before then, or I don't know, but that's the time limit. We need someone really strong to help. I don't know where we could find someone that's really, really strong.
Yeah, so strong.
I think all the villagers just turn their head towards Pillowmon. He's the scary monster. Like, of course he's the strongest.
Yeah, but he's only a pillow right now. He can't Digiball.
Wasn't Zach the one suspicious about Pillowmon in the character sheets? Just
to be
saying.
fair, Zach isn't here right now, isn't he?
That's fair.
Zach has still sufficiently exited the scene because he got picked up and thrown very far.
Yeah.
I mean, you're making your way back. Like, Stingmon's fully healed. He could probably carry you. He can fly quite fast, can't he?
I guess so.
So yeah, I think Leomon and Ogremon begin trading blows, and the fight starts. And just as like they're like warming up, like you get to the outskirts of the city, Zachary, and Stingmon drops you off and says he can't go any further without being seen. And he flies dead up into the air so that he can find a good snipey kind of location. Sonia, it doesn't seem like anyone's really reacting to your panic about this vision. You might have to take matters into your own hands.
Well, Leomon, I believe you're strong enough. Shoot you big ass laser beam that you always had. I don't. Can I see anyone that looks strong around us? That would help, maybe.
I mean, Stingmon is now up in the sky. I don't know if you can necessarily
I
see
don't
him.
like. It's supposed to be discreet, so I'm not sure if I noticed.
Maybe Zachary comes back and hears your spiel about your vision, and then he's like whispers to you like, "Don't worry, I've got backup," type thing.
That would make things a lot easier.
Hey,
I just realized this. Oh, sorry. Go ahead before I say that.
Yeah.
I'm making sure that Ogremon's distracted for the majority of the fight. You know that Stingmon that I impaled? Yeah, so apparently we're cool now. And he's helping us out by sniping Ogremon. And also, Mummymon has the Stingmon's family.
Oh.
So
Mummymon guy again, huh?
Yeah, the Mummymon guy, very lame. I want to make him feel pain because he sounds like a bad dude.
Well, tell. I don't know if we can tell Stingmon this, but they're going to trade a big explosion soon, and then Ogremon is going to ready a final attack, and I think that's the perfect moment to strike if you can, because he's going to be super distracted right there.
Okay, I have a very stupid idea again. So, it specifies that Cutemon's attacks are ultrasonic waves.
Mm-hmm.
So, now, hear me out.
You're right.
Ultrasound is beyond, like, the hearable sound waves that human and humanoid things can generally hear. But Stingmon isn't a humanoid, he's a bug man.
Mm-hmm.
So, something, Cutemon can use the ultrasound to discreetly communicate with Stingmon because he's bug and he has more sensitive senses than.
I think that's a really cool use of Cutemon's powers, so I'm going to say that's really cool and let you have it.
Cool. Oh, cool. Do I have to roll, like, for Unleash Your Powers or something, or just...
Actually, yeah, go for that. Roll Unleash Your Powers. That makes sense.
Pretty
Also,
potential.
I just want to mention, Sonia, because your balance track went down again, you have to lose one of your blessings.
Ah, so that's how it works.
Also, do I get a +2 for this? Because
So it's every time it goes a little bit down.
Yeah, so basically,
I thought-
if you fill it, it empties like a level up, and you gain your new blessing. And then if you lose
that's
more
right.
balance, it goes back to full, and you lose a blessing.
Okay. Well.
So right
well, I
now,
need the
right now you should have
inspiration
4
right now.
balance because you've lost 1
4?
from using your blessing,
So-
and then you lose.
But I get a +2 because I'm helping Sonia with their vision.
Yes.
Neat.
Wait a
that is a
minute.
+5.
I want to make sure I understand it.
The
correctly.
maximum
So
you can
if
get is
I-
+4. Sorry, just in case you roll.
So like,
Lame.
if I fill it up, it empties like a level up, so it should be 0 right now.
So think of it as like an experience gauge, right? So when it
Yeah.
fills up, you level up. So right now you're level 2 with 0 experience points, right? And then
Okay.
you used a blessing which costs experience points, so you lose experience points, and basically your meter goes back to 1 lower than full at the level 1 level, if that makes sense.
I see. Okay. No, that makes sense.
Does that make sense? Sorry, it's probably hard to
yeah.
explain, but without like
I
showing
get
you
it, I
a
get it.
picture or something. But if that makes sense.
Yeah. I want to make sure I understand it. So
Basically,
Because,
basically, when you fill it the first time, you'll get a blessing. If it empties again after you filled it, or would go below empty after you filled it, it goes back to full -1, and you lose the blessing.
okay.
And then every time you fill it, you gain a new blessing, basically.
Okay.
Alright, so I'm rolling plus unique with a +2, but the highest you can get is a +4.
Yes, the highest you can get is a +4.
A 7.
I mean, it's not bad.
I rolled a,
The,
I rolled
the,
a 2 and a 1.
the +2 definitely saved you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, the I can either get you to mark a condition, which I don't think makes sense here, or I can tell you how the situation is temporary or unstable in some way. So I think what I'm going to say is you can communicate with Stingmon, but not very well at this distance. Stingmon's used to hearing regular frequency voices. His ears could pick up high frequency voices, but he can't understand them very well. And he can make out maybe a
Okay.
couple of words and not much clarity.
Not bilingual.
So I'm gonna say one phrase. Hit when fire.
Okay, that's
Like
fair
it.
enough.
Yeah, 3 words. If Cutemon can get 3 words to him, that's hopefully good enough for him to catch my drift.
Hit when fire. He's
Oh
like,
no, there's a fire in the village right now for some unrelated reason.
cool. We haven't heard from Pablo in a while. What's he doing?
Sorry.
Ye-
Well. Okay.
Like, how Gazimon is doing right now?
So Gazimon's like just uppercutted Leomon in the face, and Leomon
Well,
decided to ignore him.
Ogremon or Leomon?
Ogremon.
Ogremon.
Yeah.
And decided to
Well,
Ogumon decided to ignore him and start smashing the village, which is what brought Leomon out. I think Gazimon's there, like riding Ogumon's back and like punching him, and Ogumon's just there, like not bothered at all.
yeah.
So what's Pablo doing? Because Gazimon seems to be in a bit of a bind right now. He can't do anything to stop the situation that's going on.
Yeah, I'm just kind of looking because I can't really do anything, you know? Maybe
Perhaps you could assess the situation to try and find an advantage.
yeah. I mean, I could try to provoke Ogamon, but it probably won't work. He's too countered, so like. I guess in the situation we have to see, you know.
So you're going to assess the situation. Sorry, I couldn't make out what you said there.
Yeah, give me a second.
Sure.
Be right back.
Okay, well he's be right backing.
Okay.
Everyone
can
dance.
Let's have Kageyaki do something. We've not heard from him since he rollerbladed.
Sure.
I want to use Dermon's metal cannon to fire it at Ogremon's kneecaps and either stall him for a few important seconds, or in combination with Gazimon's attacks, have him lose his balance.
Okay, sure. Roll. I think it's not really directly engaging a threat because Ogumon isn't fighting back. So I'm going to say unleash your powers.
Perfect. Roll plus unique. That's a nice +2. Time for the nice 7.
Well,
I am going to piss him off, aren't I?
Oh yeah, you are. So
It's temporary, obviously.
you fire. Actually, I think I'm going to get you to mark a condition because. So it works. Like you fire at his knees and he buckles for a moment and drops to his knees in the fight. But I think Leomon at that moment like backs away from him instead of pursuing the fight, and he's like, "If you interfere, he'll only come back again and
Not if you
again."
kill him.
Huh?
Not if you kill him. Christ, he's ruining the village.
Killing is not the answer here. Like Leomon's very against murdering people. Like
I'm also generally against murder, but I do feel like murder is the right move here.
Let him go, have him come
Like
back, kill some people for nice measure, make some shish kebab from Wanyamons. That's nice. Let's kill him! Jesus
Yeah,
Christ!
there are innocent people here who are being put in danger because of your pacifism.
You're in a fucking fight!
I think that kind of like shakes his resolve
I'm
and like
perfectly insecure because I'm like, what the fuck is he doing?
I think that like solidifies his resolve, and he's like, "You're right," and he like goes in and he like slams Ogumon in the face, and Ogumon like buckles a little bit, and then Ogumon returns with a club which creates like space between them, and then at the same time they both yell out, "Fist of the Beast King, Hadouken!" and like the big attack just smacks in the middle with a big explosion.
What? No, the thing! Stingmon! The fuck?
And then, as the smoke clears, Ogumon is on top of Leomon.
I know.
The club comes down, but it like bounces off of something that moves incredibly fast. And then Leomon pulls out his sword and slashes Ogumon across the chest. What do you guys do?
The fuck's happening to Gasimon though?
Well, that's a perfect opportunity to hit him as well.
Well, I try. What we are doing is Daisto is trying to not die to a bunch of Goblimon.
Yeah, so Ghostmon is currently being attacked by a lot of Goblimon who are very distracted from the fight. He's like he's like bobbing and weaving and going invisible and ducking under the ground and moving through objects to like dodge all the attacks they're throwing at him. Is there something you want to do with these Shamamon before they eventually catch up and actually hurt Ghostmon? Or does anybody want to help Ghostmon out, potentially?
I think I'm gonna go and try to help Ghostmon with my shield. I haven't used my shield yet this session.
Oh, true. That's impressive. Yeah.
Yeah, it's impressive you haven't brought it up yet.
Yeah, I haven't used my shield yet this session. So I'm gonna go and like put myself between Ghostmon and the Shamanmon with my shield. It's like, hey, that's not polite. Please stop doing that, or else I'll be forced to stand in your way and be a mild inconvenience.
So you like
Oh, no,
rollerblade
mine-
skid in and like put up your shield. Roll to defend Ghostmon.
I don't know what that stat is. Hold on.
Savior.
Favorite.
Savior. I think I'm good at that. Yay. That's the thing I'm good at.
It's my stat or your stat. It's also Daisto's stat, but you know, details.
Another 7. Wow.
Damn.
I cannot roll above a 3 today.
Hey, at least
Yeah,
you're not
actually,
rolling failures.
Actually, an 8 because you have influence over me, but still.
So on a 7 to 9, you still get to pick one of the following options: to add a team to the pool, take influence over somebody you protect, or clear a condition. But on a 7 to 9, it costs you something. You expose yourself to danger or escalate the situation. I'm going to say you expose yourself to danger. So
Okay.
you defend Ghostmon successfully and get their attention. But the Shamamon are the Goblimon are very quick to swarm your shield and pull it off you, leaving you incredibly vulnerable.
Oh, shit.
I gotta do something about that one.
And
Alright.
I want Pablo to do something about this, I think, because
Yeah,
Pablo,
What the fuck
like,
happened to Gasmon, though?
he's clinging for dear life onto the back of Ogamon's back at the moment. But Zachary's your bond, man. He's the one person you would never allow to get hurt. Like, what do you do? Like, these Goblimon are gonna slam him.
Here, let me see something real quick. The base groups. Well, Gasmon is. Could I just, like, by myself run up to a Goblin mouse, try to distract them?
I mean, they're literally about to hit Zach, so you're either gonna have to you have to get him out of the danger somehow. And Gazimon isn't available. You have to use yourself to protect Zachary somehow.
Yeah, I guess I'll defend. I guess I'll try and get in the middle of the attack, or try and pull him out.
Okay, how long is this line going to be? How long is this defense line going to be? Because right now it's 3 people long.
Don't worry about it. I am about champion as well.
Are we gonna get up to 10? Because I think 10 might be the way to go.
So I think,
It's only 5
Kageyaki, you said you wanted to defend as well. Do you want to help Pablo defend with using team?
Yeah, sure, I sent Doremon over. I'm like, I would really love to snap Ogremon's neck right now, but the kid's about to die.
Cool, so like Doremon jumps in to help Pablo get Zack out of there, basically. So, Pablo, roll me a defense roll with +1 to it from the team, +1 to it from, and +1 to it from having influence over Zachary.
So we have +2.
It'll be a +2, and normally you'd roll
And
Savior. However, you have Guardian marked, so you have to roll Superior to defend your bond, which is now at -2. So,
Shit!
Oh no.
Fuck! So, basically, the +2 and the -2 cancel it.
so it's a
Until
0.
we
It's a flat 2d6 roll to try and defend.
Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh!
Crit!
Pablo.
Pablo. Ooh, right, yeah. Right, you crit, so you get to tell me exactly how this goes, man. Like go ham. Like, how do you defend Zachary from the danger and keep everybody safe? Alongside Doremon.
Yeah. Well, I tried like sack, yeah. I pull sack outfit, like I charge at him per se, and throw him outfit. And meanwhile Digimon helps with its metal cannon to sort of get the Goblimon out of the way.
Yeah.
And so I can push sack outfit.
Cool. So you push Zack out of the way, and Doraemon like fires metal balls at the Goblimon, who get like smashed into the ground with the balls.
Yeah, fun.
So when you succeed on a defend, you can add team to the pool, clear a condition, or gain influence over somebody you protect. Zachary, you also have to do this. I think I accidentally skipped over it. So what do you both choose?
I'll clear my insecure condition, I'd say.
Cool.
It's like
So clear insecure. And what about you, Zachary?
Okay, so I think I'm going to add a team to the pool.
Okay, we're back up to 4.
I'm trying to be like a team player here.
Do we need that many teams?
Probably not.
So how does Zachary feel being saved by Pablo of all people? Like, Pablo's a very like emotionally shut off, doesn't really care about anything type person, and Zachary didn't realize how much you cared about him. I don't think, because you have a very strong bond with Kagayaki, but you didn't realize that Pablo also really cares about you. So how does it make you feel that it's Pablo the first person to jump on the scene to dive into the line of fire and protect you?
I think Zach is, at least for the moment, like confused. Like he didn't realize this was even a thing. This didn't occur to him as a thing that was going to happen. To be fair, he hasn't done much.
Cool.
Oh, good.
Taking advantage of the help that he's been getting, I think Ghost Mob would now try to finish off the Goblimon.
Yeah, sure. Roll to directly engage.
Yeah.
They are totally distracted and vulnerable right now.
Yeah, unfortunately, I'm afraid, but we'll deal with that. Actually, wait a second.
Can I help him?
Wait a second.
I mean, somebody could, Sonia, maybe you could comfort and support Taisto. Like, maybe Taisto like hesitates and doesn't want Ghostmon to get hurt and put him in danger, and then Sonia sort of maybe says something to him that kind of gets rid of that fear somehow.
If you don't do something now, it's going to be way worse later.
No pressure.
Like, we already
Try not to
thought
fuck
of
this up.
Hey, if you fuck up, we die. Good luck.
Maybe something a little bit deeper than that, because that's a bit surface level. Like, let's go deeper. Like, Taisto hesitates because he's afraid, and there's this key advantage that's right there in front of him, but he doesn't want Ghostmon to get hurt. Like, you have to maybe yell something out that puts his mind at ease that Ghostmon has this type.
Have you seen how they can heal so fast? Like, I didn't know they could heal so fast. I think it can take a few bruises from these Goblimons or something. I think he's strong. You know, you're strong. They're strong. We're both strong. Believe in the you who believes in the Ghostmon. Okay.
Cool.
Okay.
Roll comfort and support with +1 for the influence you have over Taisto, and we'll see if you can get rid of that afraid.
+1.
On top of your kind already, which is what, +3, so +4 total.
Yeah, +4. Eight. Well.
Well, it's not bad. It's still a success.
It is good. It is good.
I say that today.
So on a hit, they hear you. They can choose to mark potential clear condition or shift their labels if they open up to you in some way. On a 10+, you can also do the same, but you didn't get a 10+. So, Taisto, would you like to mark potential, clear you're afraid, or shift your labels?
Well, I'd like to mark potential, but I think I'm gonna clear a condition. I'm gonna clear afraid.
Okay.
All right.
And how do you open up to her?
well, she's right. So it's true. It's true. Before when Taisto has charged into battle with Ghostmon has consistently been getting hurt, but he always comes back. And remembering back to the discussion with Leomon, it was clear that this is what Ghostmon like enjoys as well. He knows. Yeah, it's going to be all right. I think it's going to be all right.
Yeah.
So yeah,
You know what, that-
roll to directly engage a threat then. See if we can.
That kind of sounds like a moment of truth, to be honest. That sounds like a real good
That's
spot
not-
for it.
Nice.
I'm just saying.
That's
I'm
an
not
eight.
saying you have to use it, but that sounds like
That's
a
an
real good.
8. It was an 8. It was an 8. So
Cool.
I think I'm still gonna get hurt, but I'm going to. What I mean,
You're going
I
to
was
take
trying
their
to- I was
lives.
trying to- No, I'm going to take their ability to fight away from them. I'm going to knock them out.
Okay, cool. And you're going to take a few blows doing that. Like, I think the fight kind of looks like Ghostmon fires down like pellets of fire from the air whilst everyone's distracting them, and then a couple of the Shamamon breathe fireballs at him, and like one of them clips him. And maybe you take. I don't know if guilty is the right word, because you've just been told like by Sonya they heal real fast. So maybe like angry that he got hit still.
Well, I was thinking.
In fact, I'll let you pick the condition.
Yeah, I'd rather not take angry. I'm trying to figure out. Maybe hopeless is the correct one here, because you know they just keep coming, even though I trust. There's still, even after this, there's still Ogremon left.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's still Ogremon left. Speaking of, I think.
So speaking of, the vision that Sonya had didn't come to pass. Something blocked Ogermon's attack, and Leomon got to slash Ogermon across the chest. And now Leomon's turned the fight back on Ogermon, and he's like absolutely dominating the fight. And you see Petty Mammon like, no, what are you doing, Ogermon? You should fight back. Don't lose to this guy. He's not. Should I be cheering for Leomon?
Yeah,
he's like having a.
Leomon, come on, guys, Leomon.
Leomon.
Fuck him up.
I'm actually gonna roll the. Can I comfort and support Taisto?
Sure.
I think Zachary's getting the. Real talk, I'm getting strong moment of truth vibes, and I kind of want you to do it.
Come on,
You can't force somebody to use the moment of truth.
I can't force it, but I'm trying to create a good character situation that would make sense for the moment of truth.
Logan. So am I.
Okay.
But I think we're having some kind of disagreement on whose moment of truth we're here to activate.
Yeah.
Look, Taisto, I get it.
Be Pablo
Things
too.
are scary. I am in constant fear 100% of the time. But you can't be afraid of him getting hurt, because more people will get hurt if you hesitate. You have to be brave. You have to have courage. And
Courage.
Logan,
Courage?
I'm going to ask you very candidly. Please don't do that.
oh,
Oh god.
I appreciate it, but please no.
Zach, shield.
oh. But I don't even have my shield anymore. The Shaman took it.
Well, the Shamamon got their ability to fight taken from them, so you can probably take your shield back off them.
No.
But yeah, it sounds like you don't want to use your moment of truth, which is totally fine.
I don't want to use it right now. But however, I do have an idea of how to solve this because Taisto is going to approach Pablo.
Fuck.
Pablo, look at him. Taisto points at Ogremon, from whose back Gazimon is still hanging from.
Yeah.
We want to stop this. We want to stop the fight, and you're the one who can do it. You need to remember, we're all here. We're all so far away, but Gazimon has the opportunity, and I know you can do it. I know you can stop the fight from happening. You just need to remember, lift with your legs. Lift with your legs, Pablo. Go and do it. Lift with your legs.
Lift with your legs.
Are you telling him to suplex Ogremon? Because I'm down for
Maybe that's one interpretation of what Taisto is.
that. Is the correct
roll
interpretation.
to comfort and support Pablo then. Let's see what happens there.
Oh.
Meanwhile, Pablo. Oh no! I skipped leg day.
I didn't know how to carry him.
No.
Oh.
Fuck.
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 That's...
I can't even team selfishly to do this. Fuck.
That's so unfortunate, man.
Oh,
But,
fuck.
I guess the moment of truth will have to wait for another moment.
That was
So-
so close.
So I think what happens here is, I mean, you can totally like change this, Pablo, because I'm speaking for you. But I think like so far throughout this entire series, Gazimon's done most of the heavy lifting for you, and you haven't like dived in and done much yourself. And so when Taisto like starts yelling at you like, you need to do this yourself, lift with your legs, I think you kind of like freeze up. And you're like, I don't think I can fight that giant ogre. It's not something that I can do. And like, he's starting to make you feel bad. And in return, I think Taisto actually sees that on your face, that like he's putting too much pressure on you. I think Taisto marks guilty. And if he already has it marked, he marks something else. I'm not sure if he already has guilty marked. But Taisto, you mark potential.
I do have guilty marks. I'm gonna mark insecure. I can't do this. I clearly am not cut out for this.
And I think
Maybe I was wrong. Maybe I was wrong about Pablo after all.
I think we all need a hug.
Oh no.
I think we see like Leomon. He's going like absolute berserk. Like he's like slamming into Leomon, and like he's got like slamming into Ogremon. Sorry, and Ogremon is like on the floor, and like Leomon is like smashing into Ogremon, and like Gazimon's being crushed underneath Ogremon's back, and Leomon doesn't seem to realize that.
Okay.
And he lifts his fist back, and it glows with orange energy.
Okay,
Gazimon is in real danger here.
I want to assess the situation. And
There is no time to assess the situation. If you assess the situation, like, he's going to unleash.
You know what I'm gonna do?
okay.
I'm gonna
I'll tell.
yell very loud, Stigmon, save him!
Or maybe Pablo has time to assess the situation.
Yeah, maybe. I'm thinking.
With his -2 in assessing situation.
Let's go. Yeah. Woo.
You know, so far minuses have been a help. So
As I said, there is no time to assess the situation. It's an act now or don't
Again,
act.
Alright, Pablo,
Zachary yelled.
what's Pablo gonna do?
Did I try to provoke Leomon? I'm not sure if provoke, but you know, trying to stop him.
How do you try to
Tell
stop
that
him?
there's, trying to tell him that there's some innocent Digimon in there that he might kill. Really? And shit.
I'm not. He's very berserk right now. I don't think he can hear you. Like, you have to do something physical to protect your partner.
I wonder why this. Okay, I guess I could defend. No, not push on the fucking over that. Oh, no.
Cool. So you're gonna stand between Leomon and Ogremon.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna try.
Cool. So
It's
roll
definitely not dangerous.
roll to defend.
Yeah, plus what
Plus
stat is it?
it's plus save you.
Oh, so 3. Damn. $13.
Well,
Nice.
Yeah.
So, so are you going to add a team to the
Nice.
pool? Are you going to what's the other options? Add a team to the pool. Take influence over the. Well, you already got influence over Gazimon, or clear a condition. So I guess because you don't have any conditions and you already have influence, you add a team to the pool.
Yeah, just adding people. Yeah.
Cool.
Also, it's a crit.
Yeah, it's also a crit. So how does it go? How do you defend Gazimon in this situation?
I get in between Ogremon and Leomon, and I imagine Leomon would see me and would like stop, you know.
Yeah,
Fucking kid.
he hesitates when you jump in front of him, and his eyes seem to stop being glazed over. He's like,
Yeah.
Pablo.
Yeah, that's me. Definitely me.
What? Why are you defending Ogremon? Get out of my way!
Gazimon is in there, you fucking.
He's
Wait.
Gazimon's there. He likes.
Yeah, he's
he like,
under Ogremon. You. Don't you see him?
He like looks at his fist that's glowing orange, and then like stops the attack.
Woo!
And like, I think Ogremon, like,
yeah.
seizes this opportunity of hesitation,
I was afraid of that.
and he's pissed. Like, yet again, you guys have interfered in his honorable duel. Despite you saving him, like, he didn't want to be saved. He wanted like an actual honorable fight where no one
The first
interfered.
shot, that's right.
Can I call Stingmon for one last shot?
In a second. So,
Okay.
I think he stands up, and he's like, "You've interfered for the last time." He lifts up his club, and he's about to bring it down on Pablo, and Leomon, like, raises his hand.
no. I
And-
see where this is going.
Stops the club, but it's coming down on him now, and the fight seems to have tipped against him yet again.
Oh my god.
And it's looking bad for Leomon. Like he there's no way for him to like counterattack this. Like he's literally just grabbed the spiky end of the club for you. What's everyone doing about this? Like,
Can I while this was happening, it's obvious that something hit the mantle, right?
mm-hmm.
Before.
I'll be right back.
Can I see what that is?
Yeah, you go to where the thing deflected to, and it's a stinger.
Okay. Can I try to pierce Ogremon with the stinger myself?
You can certainly try. Roll to directly engage a threat with disadvantage.
Perfect. Directly engage a threat.
what's happening?
Disadvantage. Minus
What's
1
happening
from reckless. Lovely. Free potential, guys.
What's happening now? Sorry, I was gone for a bit.
He's trying to stab Ogremon with one of Stingmon's stingers.
Anyone wanna give me
Oh,
tips?
that's a plan.
No, you're on your own about this.
Perfect. So
Aki, what are you doing?
3d6 minus 1.
Mm-hmm.
Oh!
So it's an 8.
Okay, that works.
So what option do you pick from the directly engaged threat?
Directly, can I use it to stab a vital area and take his life?
Yes, I'll allow it, because he's very distracted with Leomon at the moment.
Great, I kill.
Cool, so I think you charge on your rollerblades and like stab it through his back. Like, he gets a blow in as well because he didn't resist or avoid his blows. So like I think as you stab it into his back, it doesn't kill him instantly, and he starts like panicking a little bit that the sting has gone through him, and he grabs you in his hand. And I think he continues with the whole "you've interfered for the last time" thing.
Oh yeah,
And
that's what it looks like.
He like slams you into the ground really hard. And I don't think you're getting back up from that. But
Yeah.
Ogre, well, not. I don't mean you're dead, but like you're out cold.
Yeah,
Um,
like he's dead.
and Ogumon like writhes around in pain for a little bit before falling forwards and just starting to bleed out.
Okay. Main objective: keep the others safe. Succeeds. I'm fine with this outcome.
Kageyaki, you've never killed anything before, right?
Oh
Like-
no, I haven't. He won't be fine after this.
How does your first kill make you feel? Like it should feel horrible, right? Like you've just murdered something. Like even if it was evil, like it had a sentience, it was trying to have an honorable fight. It wasn't actually doing too much evil at the moment. I know it did attack a village earlier, but you outright killed a Digimon yourself.
Well, it hasn't really sunk in yet because it just happened. But after he wakes up, he'll try to play it cool while he's in front of the others, and then go and freak out by himself.
Cool. So everyone, Ogumon is dead.
Wow.
His data
Also,
dissipates.
I also take guilty.
Yes. His body starts dissipating and disintegrating into data. And I think like Leomon is very concerned for Kageyaki and literally grabs him and rushes him to Mudfrigimon to try and get someone to look after him. Everybody else. So for the past 2 sessions, I've completely forgot that we had these team moves that are called sharing a triumphal celebration or sharing a vulnerability or weakness. This seems like a prime time to do that. So, are you guys feeling in a celebratory mood after murdering Ogumon? Or
No.
are you feeling in a very vulnerable type of mood where you could share some vulnerabilities with each other?
I think
Oh, those are actually for everyone.
I think Zach's feeling pretty vulnerable. I mean, he just watched like one of his role models commit a murder.
Yeah, I think
Oh,
like right next to you, you see like how it's affected Petit Mammon. His hero has just been murdered right in front of him.
Poor guy.
He's like walking up to and like prodding like the slowly disintegrating Ogumon body, like, hey, you're gonna be all right, right? You're gonna get back up. You're gonna fight again, right?
Oh well.
I'm gonna go up there with Cutemon, like, Cutemon, do your best to heal him. I know Ogremon's like fully dead at this point, but I'm making an effort.
Cool. Yeah, he does his best effort to heal him, but it's not enough. Like, Ogumon eventually disintegrates, and there's nothing left.
Yeah.
Silence.
Hey, little dude, I know seeing the person that you care about and think is the best person in the whole world go is... it's hard. Believe me, I know. But you have to push on. You have to become the kind of person that they would want you to become. Although I'm not sure if that's super... although he says, like, in his head, like, I'm not sure if that's super applicable here, but I'm being nice.
Cool. That sounds like you're comforting and supporting him, so
Yes.
do you want to try rolling that?
Absolutely, I will.
We'll see if we can get rid of his hopelessness that he's feeling right now.
Hold on, I'm gonna add more onto that so I can use one of my moves.
Which move are you thinking of using? Everyone special
the one
in
I
their own way?
have. Yes. But you're more than just somebody who saw Ogremon as their role model. You're petite mama. You're special in your own way. You have so much that you could do to change the world, to make it a better place for you and the people you care about.
Cool.
Alright, now I'm gonna roll.
Roll unique.
Yes. I just didn't want to roll with +1, I wanted to roll with +3. 13!
Crit. He totally goes for it. Like, it's like, yeah, you're right. He'd want me to be strong and be honorable in his death, even though it wasn't honorable. And
Oh yeah,
if it wasn't honorable, I should avenge him.
Oh no.
Oh,
no.
I have a
hold
new
on.
rival. You're right. I have an outlook on life now. I need to take down that purple-haired sleazy who stabbed him in the back.
Oh, no,
But I have to do it
no,
once
no,
I
no,
become
no.
the strongest, and only then.
Oh shit.
Thank you. Thank you
well,
for the pep
it's
talk.
all cheered up.
And he like flies away, content with his new destiny to take on Kagayaki in the future.
Hey, other petty Mamon? Is that like a... Should I be worried about that?
There isn't another one. There's just one Petty Mammon.
I believe there was two. They were scuffling with
No.
each other because they thought...
It was
Yeah,
scuffling with
like
Gazimon.
Yeah.
Ew.
Yeah.
I'm asking Gazimon, should I be worried about that?
Maybe.
I don't like
Well,
how
yeah,
I mean, I wouldn't worry too much. All he can do is inflict you with nightmares for the rest of your life.
so he can't do anything to me, is what you're saying.
That's not Christ. So let's change then.
I think Taisto and Sonia might be together watching Ogremon die,
Yeah.
and really I could have gone on for the rest of my life without having to see anything else die again.
I agree.
I
Do
don't.
they
Wait,
even...
wait, guys! Before you do this, can we change the song to something a bit more sad and not battle music?
No! Let's go with the battle song!
Battle song.
What can we use for sadness?
I guess there's I don't know if it really fits, but like Rolo's theme from Code Geass is pretty sad. If you've heard
I
of
have,
that.
I have
Mother Sky?
I have the perfect song. Just give me a second.
Does
Okay.
Mother Sky work from Code Geass?
How does this thing work? Play
It's
and that.
the thingy, play.
Ah,
Oh,
yeah,
of
that
course.
theme. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one.
We went a while without Digimon soundtracks.
Let's turn this up so the stream can actually hear it.
How does one repeat this shit?
A repeat single. There.
Sorry.
It's really weird, yes.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, so continue. Sorry, I just wanted didn't think the music fit with what was happening.
Where was I? Yeah, I could have gone on for the rest of my life without having to see someone else die.
But
Are we
they-
even?
Do they really die even? I'm not exactly sure what happens when it goes all sparkly like that.
I think Cutemon.
I don't know. But I'm having. I don't know if did we do the right thing even?
I'm not sure. That fight got pretty hectic at some point, so
But we
we
saved.
might have made.
At least
We saved Leomon. Maybe. If the vision that I had, I'm not even sure what that was about, but it was real. I think Leomon was really about to lose and maybe die, so either way, maybe we couldn't save everyone. I don't know.
Okay, and
Um,
which one is that? Is that a yes or a no?
It sounds like they're confirming your fears rather than reassuring you.
Yeah, well, Sonia's
Did
Okay,
I-
I'm totally dying right now because yeah, okay. If
can
you
I say something to Taisto?
Yeah, sure.
Taisto, there's no such thing as the right thing to do. We can just try to help the most people we can. And even though this isn't, great, I sure would have wanted this to not happen. Would you prefer it to an entire village of people dying? This unfortunately isn't about an individual moral view. This is about on a grander scale than us and an individual.
I suppose you're right, but I'm now actually quite confused how to resolve my team move.
Oh, I didn't realize we were doing a team move. That sort of.
So one person's reassured you, and the other person has confirmed your fears.
Yeah, I did ask it from Sonia though.
Yeah, so I think because Sonia was the one you were doing it towards, we'll do that she confirmed your fears. So you have to mark afraid.
Yeah, I mark afraid. I try to shift my reckless up and anything else down, but I can't because my reckless is 3. So I mark another condition, which is angry, and then I pass out.
No, you pass out and you mark again.
Zachary,
Yeah,
sorry,
you pass
sorry,
out when you mark
no.
again.
I'm having all the emotions. Right, that's true.
Like,
I don't-
Taisto comes to me like, say, did we do the right thing? I don't know. Okay.
and Zachary talks to him like, "Hey, morality is
Alright,
subjective,
Is
my
that
dude."
is that confident support antinomy? Is that
Yeah, I think Zachary's confident in supporting you.
there we go.
Okay. I'm not telling him he's like exceptional. I'm just gonna roll the plus
Yeah.
1.
Yeah.
Nine.
Not bad. So
Oh, nice.
Taisto gets to clear a condition if they open up to you.
Or mark potential.
Or mark potential, his choice.
Maybe I'm gonna take this to heart instead of yeah. No, you're right. You're right. We. It's just we should have done better. But you're right. We did the. I think we did the right thing after all. But yeah.
I think there was a failure in our plan.
If
It was bulletproof. It was supposed to be perfect.
Yes, that plan with
maybe
everything.
maybe I trusted Pablo too much.
Whoa.
Oh,
Maybe all of
oh.
you trusted me.
I should have been stronger.
Oh,
Maybe
you're
all of
making
you trusted me too much. Just because I
that
have
makes
a
me feel really
horse.
good, you know?
Sorry, what was
Just
that?
because I think all of you trusted me too much. Just because I have a horse doesn't mean that I'm good at things.
You
Well,
think we
that
should
horse
trust
was
you in the
amazing before. So,
Yeah, and then I got immediately picked up and thrown into the nearest forest.
yeah.
I think the only reason I survived that fall is because of Stingmon.
I feel like that's like classic Digimon fashion though. Like one episode you digivolve for the first time and you're the most powerful thing in the room. And then the second time you digivolve, you just get flung into the corner so someone else can take to the stage. So yeah, did you choose to mark potential, Taisto? Or did you...
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I chose to mark potential instead.
Cool. Does anybody else wish to share a celebration or share a vulnerability at all? I'm not meaning to like push it in organically or anything, but it just seems like a good time to do that.
Well, I'm still confused about all of this since like we've been thrown into so many situations and it got really like messy and people die, but they die in sparkly blue things. Is Is any of this really happening? Even like I feel this is all a bit crazy right now. Like, well,
Is anyone going to respond to that?
yes.
I think
I am dead.
think, Daisto is having all the emotions, so he probably can't really answer that.
So, do you mind if I pass out too? Like,
I think Cutemon comes in here and he sort of starts reassuring everyone, like, don't worry about him. He'll be reborn again. You see,
He'll be
So
what?
in the digital world,
What now?
Digimon
There
are
wasn't
reincarnated when they die, and they become an egg. And
there wasn't
their
an
life
egg
cycle
when they
starts
died.
anew. And you see,
Are you telling me that you, a rabbit, hatched from an egg?
indeed I did. Right back in
That-
Primary Village. I remember it like it was yesterday.
Was it
Oh,
yesterday?
yeah.
No, I guess it couldn't have been yesterday. I was with you yesterday.
So yeah, he's like, don't worry about Ogamon. He'll be reincarnated soon.
Will
Hopefully.
he have
Well.
his memories? Like, will he still be Ogremon, or will he just have, like, some of the same data as Ogremon?
He'll just have some of the same data. He won't be the same Digimon.
Don't think about it too hard.
Don't
It
think
ruins
about
the
it.
allegory.
Look, I'm trying to
Well,
spin
that's-
I'm trying to spin a positive on a negative here, man. Don't jump on my parade. I'm trying to be nice. It's out of character
I
for
think-
me.
I think we should stay in Icon Village and help them repair. Because with Ogremon gone, we've dealt with the immediate threat. Now we have the long-term threat of Mummymon.
This place is weird.
It is.
But at least they don't die. So,
Presumably.
presumably.
I mean-
Hopefully. I mean,
Can
people
we
could
do
be
that?
lying. But
We're taking Cutemon's word on this?
So I think at this moment, while you're discussing, like, was it the right thing to do, etc., Stingmon lands and approaches you all. And
Hello.
he's like, he turns to Zachary and he says, I hope what I did was enough.
It was more than enough.
I'm afraid I must now return to Mummymon. He has my family and I need to make sure he's not suspicious of me. I
Tell
bid
them
you
that
farewell.
Icon Village. Tell them that Icon Village was wiped out in a clash between Leomon and Ogremon.
Well, I don't know if I can lie to him. I don't
I'm
know.
trying
my
to get after because I feel like Mummymon would be able to know.
I'll see what I can do. And then he buzzes off into the sky.
That should,
Goodbye. Thank
if
you.
that works out, it should buy us at least a little bit of time to help repair the village and get
I
ready
forgive
for...
you for almost killing me that one time. Goodbye, Stingman.
Also, sorry for impaling you that one time. That was my bad.
Or for telling Zach what you were so he can impale you.
Cool. So that's I'll call this a scene here. If anybody cleared any conditions from the fight at any point, then shout them out now.
Let's see. I had insecure and hungry. Well, I broke Ogremon.
Yes, you did. So clear angry.
And insecure take full hardy action without talking to your team. I broke Ogremon.
Yep, that counts too. What
In
about?
fairness, it was kind of do or die, but still.
Do you get to click guilty? What's the guilty one? Make a sacrifice to absolve your guilt. You kind of sacrificed yourself in a way.
Yeah, but I got guilty from that.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Good point.
So, paradox. No Chimeramon allowed.
How about you, Taisto? You have a lot of conditions. Did you clear any?
I'm looking at them, and I got 4 of the 5 conditions in this scene, which is no, and the only condition I had from before is guilty, and I don't think I've made a sacrifice to absolve my guilt. I've actually had guilt for the whole game, just
Nice.
crazy.
You're just
I
riddled
had-
with guilt.
I had non-stop guilty basically for the entire time.
And what about you, Zach? You're the only other person with conditions. Did you clear any?
I don't think I did.
Okay, cool. So we'll cut to a scene later where you're in a it's not really a hospital anymore because of how destroyed the city still is, and they're still repairing it, and like Gotsumon's like firing stones to repair walls and stuff.
It is a
around
building
you.
with beds.
But it is a building with a makeshift beds. Basically, Kagayaki is lying on a bunch of Nyaramon and Wanyamon who are
Which is
supporting
adorable.
him. And he looks really worse for wear. Like, he's got bruises all over him. Mud Frigimon doesn't really know the anatomy of a human, but he feels like something in the chest area is broken.
I can't imagine that Zack has too many. Zack is all that okay either after falling from the sky into a bugman's arms.
His arms were surprisingly strong and didn't really
Be
hurt
right
you
back.
that much.
If he knows how
Get
to grab you,
strong,
he can,
soft hands.
if he knows how to grab you, he can minimize the damage. So that's fine.
Can Cutemon heal Kagayaki? I'm just
Yeah, I
saying.
mean, I guess I'll try to do that. Like, hey, I know you don't know too much about humans, but do you think you could try to heal him? He's got broken bones in his chest and whatever.
Roll to unleash your power. We'll see.
Don't talk whatever, please. This is important.
And you get +1 for... Wait, do you have influence over Kagayaki?
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, cool.
Back.
So that is +4.
So what's happening?
I'm trying to heal Kagayaki.
He's got broken ribs.
14.
14.
Cool. He
yeah.
is fit as a fiddle. Like, you didn't realize that Cutemon could do this, but Cutemon can heal humans as well. I assume that's because you've been turned into data yourselves.
Well, that is convenient.
That's not necessarily good.
I think, like, as you hear Kagayaki's bones snap into place,
Oh,
he wakes up and coughs up some blood, and then
Oh, God.
suddenly he feels fine. And he's like, what did I miss?
Sorry?
So
you're
good
awake
news, we can heal you.
I see.
So you committed murder.
I saw that.
I remember that much, yes.
And we had to
But
talk
it's
about
okay, because they can revive or something, so it's not murder, I think.
how
So
it's half murder. Let's call it
Yeah.
half murder.
half murder. You have murder. Yeah.
Kagayaki, do you maybe want to share your vulnerability of having murdered somebody with somebody else and trigger the team move, or would that be out of character?
Kagayaki kinda tries to shoulder as much as he can himself, so no.
Okay, that's fine.
He wants to appear strong until he breaks, basically.
That's fair.
Yeah, you know, it was kind of do or die right there. And I saw him lift his club and try to kill Pablo and or Leomon,
yeah,
and I had to move.
Petit Maman wants to kill you now.
Oh yeah, I may have accidentally convinced him to avenge Ogremon by killing you. That one's my bad.
Gee.
So watch out for that.
I was trying to be like emotionally supportive, and I think it worked too well.
You tried, you tried, yeah. Yeah.
$10 says he digivolves into Grand Drakmon, and it's just.
I should be fucking he gets there before me.
Okay, so you're awake, and I think at this moment you you hear like some murmuring behind you from another bed, and then like Wizardmon bolts upright.
What?
Oh, convenient.
Took you a fucking while, didn't it?
He's like, where am I?
You're in
You're
Icon
in the
Village.
Icon Village.
Welcome.
What's an icon village?
It's
That-
a village.
It's a village. The leader of the village is Tuchidarumon. You're in their hospital. Ogremon's dead. Leomon's here. And we're the Digidestined? Are you caught up to speed now?
I don't know who any of those are, but I know of the Digidestined.
You don't know who Ogremon
You're-
is?
but you're here too early. How long have I been out?
If you wish,
Yeah.
Like a week
Mhm.
tops.
like, at least 3, maybe 4.
A while.
Oh no, I may be too late.
Or
So are we too early or too late?
For what exactly?
For the record, we've barely been here a few days.
They've come to the digital world, my brothers.
Yeah, this.
They seek great power. They want to restore their old master and bring chaos to the digital world. I came here to stop them, to seek the help of the Digidestined, but was told that I was too early, and then some dark spell overcame me. I woke up here.
What are you doing? Okay, cool.
So, who are your brothers?
What is he doing?
What? What?
What are you doing?
My best.
Frank.
Are you trying to move it or something? What are you trying to do?
I think he's trying to find a good track for Wizardmon or something.
so. Yeah, who are your brothers?
Yeah.
I have many brothers. I come from a world not like the digital world. My brother's
You
Sorcerymon.
come from the real world?
No, well, it's real to me. I don't know what
God
you mean
damn
by a real world, but I
I
come.
wonder what's from.
My brothers, they're Sorcerymon. They specialize in ice magic, and they read the legends of a great ice wizard, and they want to revive him. So they came to the digital world seeking power, and from the legends, it seems this ice wizard will bestow chaos upon the world if he's freed.
Now,
Did you
I'm
say
no
Sorcerymon?
archaeologist.
Yes, Sorcerymon.
We heard of Yeah, that was in character. It was supposed to be in character.
Sorry,
Because we've heard of Sorcerymon.
they're already here?
Apparently.
There was a Sorcerymon was seen with a human. A human.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Right.
He found a human? Oh no, then I am too late.
Fuck.
You see, he might be tricking that human into helping him. He may not know what he's doing, but he's slowly bringing chaos to the digital world if he does help Sorcerymon. I love my brothers, but they're in over their heads this time.
So there are many Sorcerymon?
I have 3 brothers. 3 Sorcerymon.
You said you had many brothers. 3 is not many.
I have
I mean,
I thought we were talking
I
dozen.
have many others back in my home world, but these 3 are the ones that have seemingly come to the digital world, seeking the power of great ice magic that they don't currently have.
Okay. That sounds like a bad thing.
So what can we do to help?
Well, legend has it that one day the Digidestined will show up in the digital world and protect it from great evils. And now that you're here, it's a better time than any to protect it from great evils.
Well, we've been trying, at least.
Attempts have been made.
Yes.
yeah, I mean, sort of. Sure.
I'm sure your journey has only just begun, and there's plenty more evils to triumph and overcome. But
Yeah.
this may be one of those trials to come. I don't know what Sorcerymon has planned with that human, but I hear that the Digidestined have an unlimited source of energy and digivolution potential, and potentially they're trying to exploit that.
Oh, we've seen that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can
I
do
don't
that.
know about the
Okay,
unlimited.
I don't. Yeah, again, I don't know about unlimited, but yeah, Cutemon can digivolve into Unimon when
It's
like
a horse!
Good, you're already
Yeah, but what?
fulfilling your potentials then. You see, The Digidestined each represent a pillar of some form. You might represent courage, or hope, or friendship, maybe love. They change depending on the Digidestined. Only you truly know what your pillar is.
Well, I'm obviously courage, and friendship, and love, and everything.
Count me out on most of those things.
I'm sure in due course you'll figure out who you are and become the saviors you're destined to be.
Well, we'll try.
I think he's raising all of your saviors, and he's lowering all of your recklesses.
I take a condition.
I am fine with that.
Please, thank you.
Does anybody want to reject that?
I mean, in character, no, because I want to save, but I'm -2 reckless already, so...
So, I am officially min-maxed as fuck.
I mean, in character, it might just be that you get mark a condition and it's like you're insecure because you don't know if you can do it in the future and be this big hero, and you've got all this discrimination against Leomon.
Oh, I have +3 saver already. I don't think I can do that.
I'm gonna mark hopeless because, like, oh god, the fate of the world's in my hands. We're screwed.
I'm gonna mark insecure because I'm still not sure if I'm like fit for this.
Insecure as well, because our only plan wasn't super great.
So basically, like, Wizardmon's like put all this pressure on you that you're the chosen ones, you're gonna save the world. Like he believes in this prophecy, and he's just put all this on you in one go, and like you're feeling all overwhelmed. And then Taisto's there, like, yeah, we are the saviors.
I like how the person who is afraid, guilty, insecure, angry, and hopeless at the same time is the only one who thinks we definitely are the saviors who will, save the world.
I mean, I
think
also
he's
accepted it.
I think Taisto's hallucinating.
Probably, he may be in a world of his entire own, all his own, at the moment.
So we can agree on things, because I also accepted the thing.
Wait, did you say that you also accept the thing? Because is this the first time that Kagayaki and Taisto are on the same page about something?
Yeah, but for completely different reasons.
Would Kakiaki be on board with this? Like, he wants to keep everybody safe. Does he really want to become this savior of the world hero, puts himself in danger?
Himself, yes.
That's fair.
He constantly puts himself in danger. Like, he's every fucking comment he jumps in front of Zachary.
Sorry if you can hear
To
my
be
dog barking
fair-
in the background there.
To be fair, the strategy was at least decently thought out. Unimon did have the potential to stand up to Ogremon. He just didn't.
Unimon literally got FTK'd.
Yeah.
Like, Christ. Oh, that was a clusterfuck and a half.
Sorry, what was a clusterfuck and a half? I got distracted by my dog.
The battle, it was a complete clusterfuck.
Yeah, it was.
I mean, it wasn't as clusterfucky as it was like in the previous two encounters, at least. Like,
Madpod City was the one that was a clusterfuck.
yeah,
We
that was.
got the
that was
Goblimon under control this time, so...
That's
Where
why
are
we
they?
need plans that's why we need plans, so it can stop being a clusterfuck.
That's actually a good idea because a good question because we did subdue the Goblimon. We didn't kill them, so they're somewhere.
Yeah. What do you want to do with the Goblimon? You could put them in the prison with what you had for Schneimon, or you could do something else with them. I don't know.
Well,
I
I think
think-
that's mostly up for the. I think that's mostly up for the villages themselves what they want to do with
Are there
them.
any bits that we could steal? Just
Mug
saying,
them.
just in
mug
case.
them.
Yeah, just mug them. I mean, they're the evil guys. Try and we can mug them.
I think Leomon wants to take them under his wing because he feels responsible for Ogamon's death, despite it not being him striking the final blow, because it was his fault for going too berserk in the fight.
Speaking of, I want to talk to Leomon.
Sure. What do you want to say to him?
I want to talk in private as well.
Oh, secrets.
Cool. He gets everyone to leave the room and give you some privacy.
So, That happened. Haha. Right.
Listen, I know you had the best interests of the people of the village at heart, but we should never resort to taking a Digimon's life, especially when there's a way to avoid the conflict. You need to not be as cold and calculating when it comes to attacking people. Like, I get that you want to protect everyone, but killing someone isn't an acceptable way to do that.
Look. And as I say, look, I go to raise my hand in a waving motion. Notice that it is really shaking and slap me down immediately. Okay, that was do or die. Alright, so if we left him alive, he would just come back and kill more people eventually, maybe kill even you. I don't know, he's gone, and after all, I had to do something. He was either going to kill you or Pablo. I can't really leave here to die, you know.
Sometimes I wonder if that would have been the just thing.
Shut the fuck up!
He sits down and he's like, I want to tell you something, but I want to tell you it in confidence. Can you keep a secret?
Yeah.
So, you notice that everybody in this village is kind and friendly and works together, right?
Yeah.
We have no virus-type Digimon in our society, and there's a reason for that. Several years ago, they were exiled, shunned, and pushed out of our societies. Discriminated against, even if they hadn't done anything wrong. They were thought that they would eventually do something. It's in their nature, they're virus type, but I never agreed with this, and Ogremon was originally a resident of this village, and Pandamon pushed him out. And sometimes I wonder whether that's why we came under attack in the first place. We started the fight. It wasn't Ogremon. And I think he sits down and he looks incredibly guilty because he did nothing to stop that.
Okay, I will now try really fucking clumsily protect him to comfort him with my -2. Look, none of this was your fault. In the first place, you were against this, and when you were so against this, I kinda snapped. She was trying to kill people, and he started blowing up buildings that could have killed people as well if one of the blobs was inside the fucking building. Jesus Christ. And it's on me, okay? That's on me. It was all of this was my decisions. All of this was my risk. Even the closing act was all on me. You did your best to prevent all of this from happening. You have no reason to be guilty.
Cool, roll to comfort and support him.
Free potential, boys.
Go.
-2, eh?
I roll a 2, I'm calling it.
4.
Oh.
Free potential.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
let's
I
go.
don't think he accepts that it's
Yeah.
your fault. Like, in his head, Ogremon wouldn't be killing anybody if he just accepted him for who he was and let him stay in the village. And he let Pandamon influence him into exiling the Ogremon. And now that's led to Pandamon's death, it's led to Ogremon's death, it's led to several other towns being attacked by Ogremon and Goblimon, who used to be friendly neighbours to us. I think he stands up and he's like, I don't want you to feel guilty for what you had to do, but please, for the sake of the digital world, don't take another life. And then he leaves. And I think he's trying to raise your kind and lower your superior. Do you accept that?
I really don't like the feeling of taking a life, but I am more than prepared to take a life again, so I'm going to try and Say no. So 2d6, right?
2d6, and depending on what conditions you have marked, it might have a -2 to it.
Oh, I am guilty, not insecure, so I think it's insecure to reject an influence.
Yeah, it's insecure, yeah. So it's just a flat
Right.
2d6.
6.
6.
So his words hit you really hard. Even if you don't intend them to, you try to shrug them off and think, no, I can totally do what's necessary again. And then you remember the feeling of killing Ogremon and your hands start to shake. And
My hands never stopped shaking.
you shift your kind up. You lower your superior. And I also want you to... I also get to shift your labels again because it's an NPC, so I get to do it. So...
Oh, superior, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Lower superior. I'm also going to get you to lower unique and raise kind again. And then because you failed to reject their influence, you have to mark a condition as well of your choice.
That's a choice, alright. So I'm between being angry at myself and starting to feel a bit hopeless. I'm not sure which.
I think
Flip a coin!
maybe angry might work. Like you're actually hopeless is probably better because like you thought you were doing the right thing, like logically, but yeah, it didn't turn out that way. So I think hopeless makes sense there. Cool. So what's everybody else doing now that they've left the hospital bed and left Leomon and Kageyaki alone?
I'm going to search for Impmon because I realized he was a thing at one point. Is he still here?
Yeah, he doesn't seem to be here.
Huh. Gone again.
Like
Well-
he seems to have like scarpered out of there pretty quickly once he showed Ogremon where Leomon was, because he wasn't there during the fight. You know that for certain. That, or maybe Ogremon double-crossed him and something worse happened to him. But I suppose we'll find that out in the future.
Well, I'll just
I
go with
think-
the others.
I think Zach is trying to like gather up any baby Digimon who might have gotten hurt and like get them into safer buildings so they don't.
Surprisingly, nobody got hurt except Ogremon and Leomon. Like,
But the buildings got destroyed. I'm gathering up the baby Digimon and putting them in safer buildings.
oh yeah, that's fine. That's
Because
fine.
if a building collapsed on like a baby Digimon, it might not be able to get itself out.
We
Yeah.
really should make
But-
safer buildings.
But as you
okay.
look around all the villages, you realize that Ogremon didn't hurt a single one. Like he literally was just keeping them back and out of harm's way so that he could have his
man.
honorable duel. How does that make you guys feel that well, it wasn't you directly, but one of you killed this guy that was literally just trying to make sure everyone was safe but wanted his revenge match?
Man.
Like, I know Ogremon was the bad guy and he did bad things.
Taisto's probably not with these two. These two, if they're doing something. So because I'm not sure he can take anymore.
Sure.
I think Zach is still pretty upset about the whole Motherboard City thing.
Yeah.
So he's not. So he wants to say like he got what he deserved, but I think Zachary knows like deep down that he didn't deserve that, and that we just did our best, and our best wasn't good enough.
Pablo asks, like, Gazimon if he thinks he's, fit for this, because he's doubting himself.
Gazimon's like, yeah, you're fit for this. I know you are. I feel it in my bones. You just need a bit more confidence. You saw it today. You dived in the way and saved Zachary from danger. I'd never seen anything so brave. You could have gotten hurt, but you didn't care. I admire that about you.
Thanks, Gazimon.
And I think you shared a vulnerability there, so I want you to mark potential, and I want you to raise your reckless and lower your unique.
Suddenly,
And then,
Gazimon digivolves. What?
And you have 2 hold. This is from your team move. So you hold 2, and at any point in the future, you can spend that hold that you have as if it were team from the team pool, so long as you're doing something with Gazimon.
Yeah, sure.
So you have 2 hold. Write that somewhere on your sheet so you can remember it. But yeah, you've got full potential, so you get to mark an advancement. What are you going to take?
I'm not sure.
So you could take your moment of truth, which would unlock your Digivolution at some point in the next few sessions. You could swap all your labels into any order you see fit. You
Wait,
can.
Does it vanish in 2 sessions?
No. You can keep it indefinitely and just hold on to it until you want to use it.
There we go.
But yeah, the other options are to take another move from your playbook, or to take a move from the love playbook.
I guess I'll love
Okay, so mark the moment of truth on your advancement.
Let me write down my whole 2 right now.
By the way, do I get the advancement at 5 or at 6 potential?
At 5.
Oh, okay, so I also get 1.
Okay, cool. What are you going to take?
I'm gonna take the moment of truth as well. It's good to have the option.
Cool. So we've got 3 moment of truth pending at the moment.
Ooh. Suspense.
We're about to get whooped.
You should just spend them all at once, and everybody should just like talk over each other.
Yeah.
Just a clusterfuck of brilliant fireworks going on.
So
There's some Digimon flying around.
So I think we'll close out the session now because we're getting towards the 10 o'clock mark. I want another sort of, you know how we had the scene with Impmon telling Ogremon where Leomon was. I kind of want one of those scenes again. So I think what we see is above Icon City, flying very very high, is 3 Sorcery Mom with an orb between them,
They can fly.
and the data from Ogremon is being absorbed into that orb. They're capturing it before it can get away.
I'm glad I
And
don't
then
know that. but-
once Ogremon gets absorbed, the orb turns purple, and one of them smirks behind it, and then we cut to black and credits roll like a TV series.
Damn.
Man. Did you need to? Did you need to do this to us?
No.
So at the end of the session, everyone needs to answer those 3 questions again. So who's grown closer to the others?
Daisto grew closer to Zachary and attempted to grow closer to Pablo, but failed at that. But Zachary was still there. Well, it's Daisto's fault. It's not your fault that Daisto can't roll well.
Cool. So give influence to Pablo, and if he already has influence over you, he gets to shift your labels in any way he
Zachary.
wants. Oh, Zachary, sorry. Zachary, sorry.
Yeah, I grew closer to Zachary's. And Zachary already has influence over me because everyone already has influence over me. So, Zachary, what should my labels be?
Okay, let me look at your labels right now, actually. I think I'm going to lower your superior and raise your kind.
Alright.
Cool. And then you can either mark potential or clear a condition.
Already marked potential.
Cool.
I wanna try being all the conditions for a while.
Fair enough. Has anybody else grown closer to the others, or shall I move on to the next question?
I think Zachary grew closer to Sonia because he just sort of inherently trusted her when she was mumbling about the vision. I don't know, like, I think he had a feeling that she just like made a prediction, and not like she had a mystical vision. And I mean, Zachary was down for any information he could use at the moment.
That's cool. I'm wondering as well, like, when Sonia's vision came to pass exactly how she described it, like, did anybody, like, clock that? Like
I think only Zachary. I think only Zachary heard her, and he was. I think Zach probably was like, "Oh, man, she's really good at this whole prediction thing."
Maybe in a future episode, it might be good to have a heart-to-heart between the two of you, so you can talk about the visions, and maybe when you have more visions potentially. Okay, so anybody else growing closer?
Oh, Sonia gets to do my label.
Sorry, Sonia, do you want to shift Zachary's labels? And then Zachary, mark potential or pure condition, your choice.
I'm gonna mark potential.
Wow, you are very polarized with your
I am.
labels.
I'm going to move up reckless maybe, because you believe me without a second thought. Well, so it's nice of you, but like that might have been stupid. We don't know. And remove, I don't know, unique. I'll say unique makes more sense because you did help. So let's say unique. Right?
Looking at the fact that people have very polarized labels is why I don't. Why I've made it a business not to look at anyone's labels when I decide how to shift them.
Mm-hmm. That's what I kind of want you to get to the point of doing. Instead of looking at the labels and going, these look like they need shifting, I want you to sort of think, what do I want this character to do more of, if that makes sense.
Or what do I think? How do I see the character already?
Yeah, exactly. Okay, does anybody else going closer to anybody else? Sonia, Pablo, Kagiaki? Or are you going to pick a different question?
Oh yeah, I'm definitely picking another question.
Okay, which ones are you guys picking? The growing into your own image of yourself or growing away?
I feel I'm growing away from people quite a bit.
Mm-hmm. Why do you feel detached from everyone?
Well, I was kind of trying to get them to listen to me, but most of them didn't. Like, I still connect to Zachary, and I try to protect Zachary, and Sonia actually tried to listen to me, so those are fine still. But with Taisto and Pablo, I really don't feel a connection yet, and if anything, we just butt heads all the time. So I'm going to take influence away from Taisto.
Okay, Taisto, you no longer have influence over Kagiaki.
You really don't like me having influence over you, huh?
What about you, Sonia?
Well, I think my image of myself kind of changed. I didn't save as much as I thought I would, so I'm going to diminish this. And well, see, I don't see what I would. What did I do better this time? Unique. That way.
See, I was gonna say kind, but you already maxed out on kind.
Yes. Well, give me all the kind. Yes.
Potentially
give me plus 12 kind.
Potentially superior. Like you saw that Taisto needed help and took action to remedy that. So superior could work potentially.
Yeah.
I definitely don't think reckless. You've not like dived in front of anyone or
no, definitely not
charged in or anything.
As much as it pains me to have it at the bottom, but yeah. So savior go down, superior up. So yeah, let's go with that.
Cool.
Sure.
And Pablo?
Yeah, so to grow away from the others.
In what way?
Not being able to, like live up to expectations, like Taisto and stuff.
Okay, so who are you taking influence away from? Taisto?
Probably.
Cool.
Isn't he like
Fuck
my
you,
rival?
Taisto.
Can
Fuck
I
you,
Wow.
Taisto.
do that even if he's my rival or like?
You can do that. That's fine. He's still your rival. It's just you don't care what he thinks about you anymore.
That kind of an oxymoron.
Oh, you write that down.
It is.
Like
Yeah, he's
I
my
think
rival, so what?
I think what you dice done on his sheet is the best, guys. If you write at the bottom like a line for who you have influence over and a line for who has influence over you, that'd be really good to sort of keep track of. If you see how you dice done it at the bottom.
Actually.
Cool. Well, that's the session. I hope you all enjoyed yourself. I tried to push you, the newer players, both Ivo and Elephant, to be more front and center this time, but I don't know if I succeeded or not.
I mean, I try my best. I probably.
It'll take some time for us to get used to things, I think. But
Oh, you agree? I'm with that one.
I just wanted to, you're not bad at all. You're doing a really good job. I just wanted to try and give you a bit more spotlight because I know it's sometimes quite difficult when you're new to sort of chime in and pipe up. And I think it eventually you'll get into the flow and you'll just interject whenever you need to. Yeah, I didn't know if you appreciated that I tried to shine the spotlight on you more, or if I should
definitely.
try harder.
Yeah,
fun.
for sure.
It was nice.
Cool. Okay. I just felt like in the second session, you didn't get a lot to do, so I thought I'd try and push your
Also,
characters a bit more.
Leomon shut everyone up, so that was nice.
Yeah, I got to voice every character this session except Ghostmon. I should probably get on that. Doraemon spoke.
Yay!
Yeah.
Doraemon spoke finally. You can speak.
Transcendent.
He's
Pillamon
just very reserved. Like,
No, Pillamon talked, yeah.
oh, Pillamon definitely talked. She yelled at Taisto and Kagayaki to shut up.
Yeah.
Dude.
She got sick and tired of them fighting. Like, he doesn't want to have to put them to sleep every time.
That's fair, you know?
Oh, that went well.
Yeah. Well, it could have been worse.
Oof.
So yeah, just so you're aware, we're hitting like the midpoint of the story arc. So I'm going to be hitting you with much harder consequences from now on. I'm not going to be pulling my punches.
Damn.
That's nice.
Just a fair warning that I'm going to start escalating things a bit more.
Yes. Fine.
Hopefully.
Let's
that's
go,
all.
Mummy Man, next episode! Yay!
I'm not just going to like throw Mummymon at you. I mean, like, if you fail a roll, my GM moves might be a bit harder and a little less soft.
Oh well, I'm gonna have a bad time then.
The gloves are off now.
The gloves are coming off.
So good thing I went apeshit today and got 5
Yeah,
down.
better now than later.
I mean, like, I made a pretty hard move on you, like, when you murdered Ogumon, just taking you out completely, but...
Yeah, you were already escalating the punishment for failing rolls, which is I think it's good because right now I think we're all just rooting to fail at every roll we make because we want that sweet potential.
Exactly,
Oh, give us
exactly.
XP. Also, Logan, the reason I appreciate that you tried to shove me into my moment of truth, but the reason why I was hesitant to use it was because my moment of truth is this is the moment where you face up against insurmountable odds and never give up, overcoming them through sheer bravery and determination alone, which is pretty vague, but I did not think that was the appropriate situation for it. Instead, I read that there's someone else who has a following moment of truth. This is the moment where you protect your friends in their moment of need, surpassing any obstacle to save them from danger and keep it that way. Which is why I tried to shove Pablo into his moment of truth instead.
Well, now it can happen.
You were really close. You tried, but you failed.
Yeah, I did. I failed.
So close.
Kind
so
was
close.
Kind was not kind to me in that role.
No.
We were really close, at least. You know.
Yeah, I can't wait to see you eventually unleash that moment of truth where you just do something stupidly courageous, but like not not in a stupid, reckless way, but in like I'm actually being fearless for a reason and overcome the obstacle. And
What's Ghostmon's champion level?
he wants to keep
I mean,
it secret, I think.
There's a
Yeah.
lot.
Okay.
I think-
One of my favorite things about Digimon and watching the show is like trying to guess or figure out what the evolution of someone is. I really enjoy like not knowing it, so I wanted to, because you've all spoiled it already. It's what all your fault before we even
Mine was
started.
obvious. So like,
I wanted to at least offer you the opportunity to maybe guess and see.
I'm betting Miramon.
Yeah,
That's my...
I agree. That's probably one of the best parts about Digimon. You never know what they're going to evolve into until they do.
Unless you're the opening.
Which is why I'm
I'm
gonna nudge you guys now. If you shed your own Digivolution lines, you don't have to stick to them. Like,
Yeah.
you could decide who you're going to evolve into at the moment of truth. Like, it's not something you decide before the game.
I mean, if there's a better
mean-
sheep.
I'm sticking to the 2 lines I have, but I won't follow them pure. Like, where the fuck is it? There
Or
it
maybe
is.
just covering up because I haven't decided what the evolution is going to be yet. Who knows?
So yeah, my lines are the Doro line and the Granddaddy Dragmon line, and I'm still not sure which one I'm going to follow, and if I'm going to zigzag or not.
We'll see.
We'll definitely see.
Yeah, I think I can take like a bunch of...
It could be Pokemon.
There's like a bunch of good Digimon from Gasmon, I guess.
That's racist.
No, that is
Pokemon
species.
can be nice too.
It's a Digimon species,
Sorry,
not a Digimon race.
sorry. It's attributist, I think.
Oh.
Ah, yes.
Yeah, maybe it is. Maybe it is a Pokemon. The point is that even if it's something so fucking obvious, you still don't know for sure. So you guess. It's nice to be like, yes, I knew what it was, as well as, oh, I didn't even think of that. Either way, it's fun in my opinion.
And then the title card hits and says, "The birth of Leomon."
It's like, next time on Digimon, and spoils everything.
That's what I hate about anime. Like the one like I get used to it. Like okay, the title card spoiling what it is, or even the preview of the episode spoiling what's going to happen. But there was that like I think it was like Leomon Lionheart dies ? Exclamation
No,
point.
it's Leomon dies. That's the episode name. Leomon
Jesus.
dies. Period.
Yeah, it was something like that. Just Leomon dies, and it's like, what the fuck?
I mean,
I-
you saw Leomon on screen. What did you expect?
I hope you like the reverse trope that Leomon didn't die but was about to do the killing.
Yeah.
Frontier took the piece actually with the Leomon debut episode. It shows you on the title card, yes, he's coming, and then on the midpoint, they actually show you the design for some reason.
Sorry, what was that?
Frontier, during the mid-cut, did the thing where it showed you the human and then the spirit. And they did that on the fucking Leomon debut. Before he showed up. Like, yep, here he is. Cool.
So they showed
Thank
you
you.
an episode earlier that Lobomon was coming, basically.
Like, wait 10 fucking minutes, Jesus Christ!
We need the title cards.
It's not even the title card,
Yeah,
it's a mascot.
Yeah, I don't understand the obsession of Japanese anime and anime in general, just to spoil everything in the title card, or even in the preview. Like, there is
I don't know.
whatever.
The thing is that Sony is more about the hype than the actual twist.
Marketing, yay!
I think it's about like the hype it generates,
Yeah, I suppose.
especially for like TV specifically, because if you're just tuning into a show for the first time,
Like, just says, this thing, a thing will happen, it's not as hype as,
I don't know. Maybe children like knowing what's coming. I don't know.
Yeah, being upfront sort of helps new audiences, especially again for TV. Like the rise of Rise Greymon, like right there in the title card, you've got okay, so whatever this Rise Greymon thing is gonna come
Right.
this episode.
It's gonna
And then you
rise.
see it. And then you're like, oh, dang, that's the Rise Greymon guy. That's pretty cool. I'm gonna watch more of this show and raise Toei's ratings or Disney's ratings.
Right. Yeah.
So it's just sort of it's a TV thing, and that's just sort of carried over into the streaming era.
Yeah. Well, we're used to it by now.
Yeah, I mean, by the way, I wanted to do something as well with these sessions. Speaking of title cards, so
Oh.
episode 1 I called Onwards to the Digital World because I thought it made sense. It was your first time in the digital world, but I've yet to come up with an episode 2 or an episode 3 title. So if anyone has any suggestions, like just shove them in
Episode
player
3,
chat.
Ogremon fucking dies.
Ogremon died?
Question mark.
Question mark, question mark,
Oh,
question mark.
episode 3, Leomon survives?
Yeah.
Doesn't episode 2 already have a title? Like it's nothing personal, I think.
Oh yeah, I called it as nothing personal. Yeah. So yeah, episode 3 needs a title, and I wanted to put it in your hands from now on, and you guys can come up with the title based on what you thought was the best moment in the episode.
The duel.
Or maybe just Leomon's fate, just to tease some people with that.
Yeah, that's a good one too. Great Digimon face off.
Cool. Let's call it Leomon's Fate then.
Leomon's Fate. Sure.
Tease any potential watches that come in.
The finale
come in
for
late.
Savage is literally called the perfect ending.
I think every episode Leomon's in should have the name. Does Leomon die?
Yeah.
Question mark.
This time the one.
Does Leomon finally die? Question mark! Exclamation point! Question mark! Brackets open. Gone sexual.
Okay, cool. So I'll call it Leomon's Fate, and then tease potential watches. Yeah, I have to head off now. But thanks for a great session. I hope you all enjoyed yourself. And
Yeah.
next session's cancelled because it's my birthday next week, so I won't be able to
Happy
run the
birthday
session.
advance.
Birthday.
Cheers. But then we'll be back for the Friday following.
Yes.
Because we'll be skipping
Okay.
Sunday. So yeah, I hope that's okay. I'm sorry for the inconvenience, and I'm sorry
Right,
for ruining your week. I'm sorry, I'm used to calling you your character name now, Eleanor. Yeah, sorry for ruining your weekend.
I'll survive. I'll survive since fucking
like
October
Ogremon.
looked up.
Hey.
All right, cool.
Yeah,
Right, I'll
cheers.
sign off now.
Thank you. Thank you.
See you guys.
Later.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay, thanks everyone for watching. I hope you liked the content. If you enjoyed yourself, don't forget to like, don't forget to leave a comment. If you want to see more of these Digidestined going out into the world and saving everyone, hit the subscribe button. If you want to support the stream, please feel free to donate. Every donation is very much appreciated. Thank you this session for Ben, who donated $1. And thanks for being such a great audience member, Ben. It's been great having you here. So